behind every strong black man, there's a strong white woman with credit.
Nigga.
Behind us, nigga.
Over 700.
Come on, bro.
What the fuck?
Shorty wanna hang with them boys from the Black Report. Sit back and listen.
Yo, white girls got good credit too?
Don't hit the camera.
We ain't doing this for no reason.
My nigga?
Go. Not first.
5. I was not tall. 5, 4.
You breathe not
3.
tall.
Not 6 foot either. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You heard it here first, little brothers. Tease is not 6 foot, and neither is our guest.
No, I'm not.
But
Whatever, man.
that's fucked
Season
up.
3,
Right.
episode 13.
Wow.
It's the Black Report. As you see to my right, we got DJ Dogfood in the building, man. What's up? Arp, arp, arp.
You know, I'm in this bitch.
pull it more, Mike, a little more towards you.
I'm here.
Get right, bro. You can pull it like, you know.
Right here,
bro,
I
get
can-
Comfy, bro. We're
I
gonna
get
be
back.
here for a minute, bro. Yeah.
Yeah.
You got on the sexy voice. Yes, sir, man. But you know what it is. It's a
Zach-
great episode as
Come
normal.
on.
Oh, yeah. You good? Okay, cool.
I was
yeah.
making sure the cameraman was good with the angles. All right.
Yeah, we solid, man. But you know what it is. Like I said, a classic episode as always. Got DJ Dogfood in the building. But first and foremost, we're going to run through them I almost said topics. Shit. We're going to run through the daily events, weekly events, what's been popping, Tone. You usually kick us off with that.
Yeah. I usually do, but we was doing so much shit before the show. I forgot to go over those notes. But there's a lot of shit going on as always,
Yeah,
bro.
it's been some major stories. I know what you're going to
You
bring
know,
into our
like really. That's how you how you do your essays. You know what I'm saying? Say extra words until you get to where you need to go. But Will Smith and Chris Rock.
Yeah.
It's been a long drawn out topic, so
Yeah,
I'm
let's
sorry.
keep it
So I'm
brief, though,
sorry. So
yeah.
So I'm sorry we come into it because it only happened a week ago, but it got so exhausted within the 7 days. It's kind of already dead.
That horse died.
Because it happened the day we was recording.
Yep.
Actually,
Yeah.
last week. That's
Last
why
Sunday.
it happened like an hour after we fucking cut the episode or whatever. But if you didn't see, Chris Rock, he was presenting an award at the Oscars, the 94th Oscars, and he made a joke towards Will Smith's wife, Jada Pinkett Smith, saying that she looked like G.I. Jane because she was sporting her low-cut, bald little hairstyle that she had going on, you know?
Which was very funny.
It was a funny
It was a
joke.
funny
It was a
joke.
funny joke, bro.
It was a
It
joke.
was a funny ass joke. And in the proceedings of that, Will Smith felt that it was smart to walk up on stage and to defend his wife's honor, which I don't have an issue with. But he slapped the man on TV at the Oscars
After he
can't-
laughed.
After he laughed, but I could say it like to that. It was a joke before there, so it could have been like that joke, you know, could have bled over
Yeah.
into it. But still, regardless, though, Chris Rock is a comedian, and he shouldn't have got slapped. Like if you could have did what he said, keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
Yeah.
He could have left it at that. He could have just did that. You know what I'm saying? And then if he
Yeah.
wanted to scuffle or whatever, do it, you know, behind the scenes type shit.
But that's that man's job to get up there and tell jokes.
Exactly. It
To
is
tell
his job
jokes.
to do that. So that's what happened. And what's your thought? You hear me? You hear me and Jay?
I'll let you go first.
I feel like no one is excused from a barbecue. If
That's
you
a-
are in the front row at an event where you know someone's gonna get roasted, it's part of it. It comes with the game. So I feel like, you know, a lot of people said it already. It has a lot to do with what Will was feeling, but more so Jada too, because after he was laughing, you see her give him that look.
Yeah.
You know
Absolutely.
what I'm saying?
It's crazy.
She got a lot of control over that nigga.
She do, man. It might be. I don't know, man. I don't know nothing about them people relationship or nothing, but she definitely, I think, might wear the pants in that motherfucker. I think
Like,
he love his wife, I guess, obviously, well, to an extent, because how much do you really love somebody if you're in an open relationship to be able to share somebody like that? But that's neither here nor there. Tease, what do you think about the situation?
Like I said, I've had a week to reflect. And I'm just gonna, like I said, I'll keep it brief. I think, you know, everybody's entitled to how they feel about the situation, that he could have handled it better. I agree. It could have went a different way. But my two main takeaways from this whole situation, just to keep it light, is one, I think I agree with what you said. You know, as a comedian or speaker, you have the right to say jokes. So that's what you're gonna do. I think that's part of your career, and that's what it is sometimes. On the flip side, I do think we've gotten to a point in the world where people think they can just say whatever and there's never going to be a reaction. So I think that, in my opinion, let me finish. In my opinion,
You know me.
in my opinion, so the joke was funny to some. Maybe to Will Smith's wife, it wasn't funny. And then that's his wife. Regardless of how we feel about it, that's his wife. If you're going to step for your wife, if you're not going to step for your wife, don't know why you're married to her.
And a lot of people like bring up the point that she had alopecia, but like I also say like, what about Charlie Villanueva? You know, that nigga went through the whole NBA and got roasted.
She's also a girl though.
She's a girl. What's the fuck that?
Yeah,
I feel that.
people was talking about like
excused.
people was talking about defending like black women and everything like that. I understand that, but that black man. What about violence towards black men? There's always somebody beating up on a nigga online, bro. And now it's black on black. You know what I'm saying? And we trying to get away. Now we trying to get away. Look,
that was black on black.
I feel like you need to be
crime.
more.
Yes,
You have to be mature to laugh at yourself. I like you.
They got caught in a nigga moment. Will Smith created a nigga moment that didn't need to happen.
Yeah.
Nah, Chris Rock did.
Well, okay.
Well, everyone was in that nigga moment.
Exactly.
It was
And I
all
don't like
nigga
when
moment.
people keep trying to say Will Smith did it.
Because he
didn't say the joke, it wouldn't happen either.
Oh my God.
It wouldn't have happened though.
He did the shit though.
But it wouldn't have happened.
And what's sad about it, now look, dumbass nigga, Bad Boys 4 delayed. Fucking goofy.
I don't know if that has direct correlation.
It does. You ain't see that? You haven't seen that? That's another current even, I guess. Yes, Will Smith movies, bro. He had a movie picked up by Netflix called Fast and Loose. That's production is being paused on now. And Bad Boys 4 is being paused in production now because of all this shit.
He thought because he looked like Juwan Howard, he can just go up and slap a nigga.
Cause
He did.
That's
And
what we
you're not
doing.
gonna do
So
that,
he
bro.
really
You're not.
that was his
what we
his
doing.
bid. That was his bid for the Juwan Howard role. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
It was.
Oh my God, bro.
What?
What?
But let me say my second point. No, I had another point. I think, you know, there's always an equal reaction to every action. I think that sometimes, bro, like Diddy and Lakeith Stanfield said, shit, sometimes people get slapped. And that's what it is.
And that's okay too. Like
Yeah.
like we shouldn't look at Will as he's wrong. No one's wrong in the situation.
That's what I
It is
said.
what it is. Will
Could he have made a better decision?
he could have been more player about it and just been like, yo, let me holler
But
at you in the side.
I think we live in a generation where people think something can't happen to you. But then I just want to say my second point. My second point is what's really killing me is all these people coming out, celebrities with something to say that's Will Smith's the devil. He should have never did that.
Yeah, that's
then
weird.
and
Them
then
all
you
Hollywood niggas, because Hollywood niggas talking about we don't act like
yeah,
that.
but then you pull their file, and it's the people who saying it. It's people like Alec Baldwin, people like Jim Carrey, people. If we pull your history, all of y'all done did something like. I wouldn't have did that either.
Yeah, some
that
goofy
was
shit.
stupid too. So I mean, the slap, yeah, the violence, all, but don't be coming on here acting perfect, acting like
Yeah.
that's not who you really are in real life.
You see, get on their ass. I never see you get that passion on here.
I'm telling you, bro. It's the mentality we live in. Everybody wants to point fingers and act
Yeah.
like they somebody else. What happened when you did that though?
So, did you see Fox News? Mel Gibson was on Fox, and they asked him about the Will Smith thing, and his publicist cut in.
Yeah.
It was like, she said, "Are your time?" She said, "Sorry, our time's done."
We're not doing that.
And then he was like, "Mel, what'd you think?" Again,
You understand it probably better than a lot of people with your career, and I was wondering if, you had been the one that jumped up out of his seat and slapped Chris Rock, if you would have been treated the same way, Mel.
Hello, Jesse. Thank you. That's our time.
Have you ever thought about that?
No. Thank you, Jesse.
Okay.
That is our time.
and then she was like, "Our time's done, thank you." Because we know Mel Gibson a wild boy. She knew his publicist. He needs to get her a raise. 'Cause
She pays attention to Twitter,
Yes.
and they gonna start pulling up shit, Mel,
Yeah.
and you say something. So just
Mel,
be quiet.
that nigga crazy.
Yeah.
The nigga who created Passion of Christ is crazy. He's a wild boy.
But yeah, that's my takeaways on it. I just don't like celebrities. Go ahead.
When you say like our generation as a whole think anybody can just think they can say whatever they want, do you think that's like a global thing, or is this an American thing?
I think it's more so American.
Okay, because it doesn't say this is the only place where we can really even
Yeah,
do
that's
that.
why I say it's more so American. And
So maybe that's why they be watering down other niggas' speech. You think? You can't start telling niggas what they can't say,
and
bro.
it's honestly because remember when they like it became a big thing to not hit your kids anymore.
Yeah, no
You remember
spanking.
when we grew up getting our ass.
I was still getting hit.
I feel
Yeah,
like
I
I
still
feel like
would.
the
Skip
kids
that
that
one.
Not in a bad way, but
you should get your
Discipline.
your kids,
discipline your
yeah,
kids.
if your kids
your
bad,
kids need your ass whipped from time to time, or else this nigga's just gonna do shit all the fucking time.
they
He's
gonna
run
go
the
get
crib.
teen pregnancy
gonna
and
run the
shit.
crib,
I didn't do
not
teen
that.
pregnancy.
This times result, you don't whoop your kids enough. You gotta whoop them.
I'm an advocate.
I used to get whooped a lot.
What?
You need to
Switches.
put out a switch or something.
I got switched, braided switches. You ain't never had
maybe
that.
a bat or something.
My mom used to have to find me.
I used to
nigga.
run. I was a runner.
My mom used to find me.
I used to run. No, that's funny.
He said I was gonna run it. Yeah, pause.
Anyways, yeah, I used to run from the belt. Used to grab that motherfucker. You ever grab what you got?
Oh,
That hand-eye coordinate, nigga.
If you grab the belt, that makes shit even worse.
I'm a man now.
But I'm like,
It makes shit even worse, nigga. Your
I'm a
mom
grown
was like,
man now.
what the fuck, nigga? That shit makes shit even worse.
Yeah, but I had to because that one was gonna hurt.
Oh
I
man.
felt that one.
But in other news, male birth control is a new thing. It's going through human test trials now.
Quick thoughts. Would you try it?
Fuck no.
No, they say it lowers your testosterone.
I'm not doing none
When
of
you
that.
said that, I was like, oh, that's
Yeah.
kind of out of the window, dude.
Yeah, that's
I'm not doing
crazy.
any
Definitely not
experiment
gonna
on
start
my
growing
natural
titties
body,
just
bro.
As
Fuck
niggas, we
that.
shouldn't. You know what I'm saying? Like I shouldn't like to shit like that. As niggas, we shouldn't do shit like that. Be experiments like things like the
because of
vaccine,
Tuskegee.
Tuskegee, fucking all that shit. Whatever the fuck the other shit was.
Anything that's fucking with the natural function of your body,
Yeah,
it
it's
should
bad.
not. It should
And that's
not
why
be in your
girls
body.
don't use birth control to avoid
exactly.
it. Yeah,
As a
it's the same-
Catholic, as a Catholic male, contraception is a bad thing.
Yeah.
You
If you
what
didn't
I'm
know in
saying?
here before, Tone is Catholic.
Not practicing. I practice where I want to be. I like to drink wine whenever I can. That's the parts I take. I pick and choose. But sometimes he Catholic. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna ride for a religion to be raping little boys and shit like that.
Yeah,
no,
bro. Yeah.
I'm not gonna ride like that. But
That's just not
I
cool.
agree with that though. Contraception is some bullshit. If you fucking somebody raw, okay. Look, now I didn't look.
I'm not helping you. You got it.
Anyways, that's why I say I'm sometimes, So, but if you fucking somebody raw, you need to be able to handle those consequences and everything like that. You know what I mean? I mean, like, it sounds like I'm a hypocrite, but like I said, I pick and I choose. You
It's
shouldn't.
called hypocritical.
But everybody had premarital sex. Everybody
All
do
the
that.
time.
It's just some things got to change though. Some things got to change within the church and everything. But I'm not going into all that. We talking about male birth control, but contraception like that shit.
We know, do you?
Contraception is bad, bro. Like for that, because it just fucks up the balance of everything, bro.
Yeah.
Just let your body be how it is. You know what I'm saying? Unless it's giving you something
I was gonna say,
that you're lacking in,
It's a
shouldn't
little
be
bit of
touching
it's
it.
a little bit of a thin line because there is girls who use birth control for
Regulate periods
and that
and
stuff
shit like
do
that.
help them. So it's pros and cons to
But
everything.
then after that, thing gonna have to be on several different pills because of the side effects of what that fucking birth control
And
is
that-
doing.
yeah.
Like everything's a catch.
I
Everything's
told
catch
you, every
22 with
action
that
got a
shit, man.
reaction.
Do you
So-
think science just in a way is just like did God mean for us to create science?
Um,
You know what I'm
I
saying?
mean,
Because
like-
science is always interfering in his.
I feel like
you know,
science
his
and God is
general-
one in the same.
Yeah, I was gonna say he made science, so it has to.
I guess.
There's a lot of things I think what you're trying to say is science makes you think too hard. So it's like, well, how is it? How did these
How we
correlate?
fix this?
Yeah,
No, just how we fix this. It's
Yeah.
not supposed to be fixed or done. Some questions.
that's
is
why they
meant to-
say humans ruined everything.
Yeah, que sera, though, I guess.
Yeah. But yeah, I and yeah, after further consideration, male birth control ain't something that I'm gonna be doing. So.
I ain't gonna be doing
When they first the
pass.
verse, I was like,
Yeah, might as well just get a vasectomy.
Nah.
It's reversible though.
I'm not doing none of that. I'm just gonna bust my nuts, bro. I'm just gonna pull out. If I have a kid, welcome
It's
to
what
the
it
world,
is. It's
son.
what it
Welcome
is.
to
That's
the
how I
world,
feel.
son.
You know,
That's how it is. That's
Baby
how
girl,
I
whoever.
feel. Baby girl, man, bro. You want a girl first? Or you just?
I don't
just
care.
Say,
I mean,
okay.
I'm on whatever God gives me.
Okay.
I don't want to sit there and plan for something. I think that shit's weird when niggas want like, I want a son. Bro,
Only-
that,
yeah.
Or only, or like,
that's,
Yeah,
that's,
it's not that. In the grand scheme of things, I would, whatever I get, I'm gonna be happy.
Yeah.
But in my, in a perfect world, if you could just choose, I'd probably grab a girl first, though. But I ain't gonna be mad if I had a boy.
yeah,
obviously.
because I got two nieces and I love my nieces.
got one.
They are the most beautiful things on this planet. So
Black
like,
women is crazy, especially like crazy, like beautiful. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like crazy, beautiful. It's just like wow, like.
So why are they catching strays today,
Especially
bro?
when they're like young like that. I don't know, man. Little black babies, little black girl babies, just like that shit hard. They like little Asian babies. Them and little Asian babies is top tier. For sure. Them is the cutest races of babies. It's little black girls and Asians. Asians, boy or girls though.
Yeah, man. What's the next?
See, we talk about babies, man. Ari and G Herbo,
There you
man. I know what I'm doing. I've been doing this a minute, bro.
Yeah, go ahead.
Nah, you lead into this one.
Okay, so basically, if you've been paying attention on social media this past week, it all started when G Herbo made a video on his Instagram talking about his fans, or people who ain't even their fans, they just weirdos. People in the comments of his Instagram picture talking about you love your son with your current girl and your baby that's on the way more than his firstborn son. And he made a rant on Instagram talking about how stupid that is to try to even put that on somebody. You gotta be miserable, which all that he's correct. He also was adamant to say before he even started the rant, hey, before y'all try to say I'm talking about my son mother, I'm not. I'm talking about y'all, the fans. Fast forward, the rant's over. Not even an hour goes by. Of course, his baby mother, Ari, didn't hear him say that he wasn't talking about her or she didn't care. She saw opportunity. Bam, attacked him. She bring up a story about from a couple months ago. Their oldest son, Yosan, was at G Herbo's house when G Herbo wasn't there. She makes the story up about how he got into it with his current fiance. She said the girl threw a pillow at Lil Swerve, got a scrape on his knee. She's abusive, all this, all that, and that's why G Herbo hasn't been seeing his son. So bam, now we got action. Everybody know when she can do that. Now it's gonna be a whole bunch of going back and forth.
That shit's corny, man.
Corny as fuck.
That shit's so corny.
So that goes on. G Herbo's fiance posts a video on her Instagram showing her and Lil Swerve having loving moments, writes a novel talking about how it would never hurt any child. This is bullshit. I let all this shit you say about me slide, but not this. Not that I abuse children.
Yeah.
Right.
Bam. You know G Herbo baby mama, the first one. She's still not grasping any of this. She has an agenda. She gonna be mad about it. She goes on her live, tells this whole story about how she posted a voice recording of Lil Swerve saying he got hit, all this, yada, yada. Now that's where we're at with it. So she keeps going. Nobody responds. G Herbo's baby mama then posts on her Instagram, you got 20 minutes to delete the video of my son you got on your Instagram or else. I'm posting what else is. G Herbo's current fiance deletes the video. So we don't know whatever she had is, but that's where it's left at. My thoughts are wholeheartedly what you said. Just corny stuff, man. She needs to seek therapy. I don't understand how all of this whole story just spanned from him saying that fans are saying that he loves his two kids that are the younger ones more than his oldest, and this turns into his baby mama taking the opportunity just to take shots,
to lie
and blatantly lie.
That is a 3-year-old.
You said about the scars?
Yeah, I'm saying that's a 3-year-old boy who hears his mother probably all day, day and night, bad mouthing this woman who's done nothing to her. Of course, he gonna feel the same way.
Yeah,
that's his mom, and it's whether it's true or not, he riding for his mom. He's 3.
And people's main argument about that to help out Ari is kids don't lie. I understand what people say when they kids don't lie, like if they saying, oh, you ugly. Like they don't lie in that aspect where it's things they can just see.
They can digest themselves.
Exactly.
But as far as that,
yeah, if I hear my mom and dad talking about Tiana,
she hit me.
Yeah, it's all type shit.
Or if you're coaching him into an answer, did that girl do anything to you? And she,
or they could just read, like, mommy don't like her, so when I'm around mommy, I'm gonna let mommy know I don't like her neither. But when I'm with her, that's what I'm saying.
It didn't look like he didn't like her in all the videos she posted. It looked like they was having a good ass time.
The thing is too, like when it come to my mama, like I don't reason with shit. Like I'm riding for my mom, so it's like it's probably in that 3. sense. He's 3, and she's probably telling him to say shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just so much.
It's so stupid for this situation because at the end of the day, man, I don't care. I get, like I said, child endangerment is very serious, but to put that on somebody and lie about it, that's a dangerous game you playing because that's real life.
You know, with anybody, bro. Like you deserve to get stepped on when you do that shit. Like
I'm telling you, bro, and she got the personality that she don't care about that. She don't even consider that to be a factor because that's the agenda she pushing.
Yeah.
Because you can look at G Herbo fiance, man, she not beating up no kids, bro. So she threw a pillow at him and he got a scar. Like, where's the?
But then his knee was busted. Then it was his knee was busted. It was a scar on his face, and then it was his knee was busted.
Yeah, the whole situation dumb, man. So
was it a memory foam pillow?
Apparently had a brick in it. Apparently the pillow had a Glock in it.
Hey, Nick, bring a Tempur-Pedic pillow to your fucking pillow fight. They trying to get you out of there.
Apparently that's what they was on. But like you said, that's a good point. You could tell a 3-year-old, can I have a cookie? No. Now you mean. Now I don't like you.
Yeah.
So that's a stupid ass situation. She need therapy and not more people telling her she doing the right thing.
And the bitch in the women who the bitches who is telling her like that she's right and not tripping is just like, what is like that type of war? It's just like, what is that?
Because they embody that toxic energy in themselves, and they like to see somebody in the spotlight doing the same shit. So it makes them feel like
I'm not acting wild. Look,
it's justifying it. It's the whole sickness, bro. I'm telling you, it's a pandemic.
Toxicity.
Yeah.
Being a victim.
Being a
For real.
victim.
Being a victim.
Yeah, we'll jump into that, man. But that's our current events, man. You know what it is. It's time for that grind time commercial. So we'll be back, little brothers.
Peace.
Listen up, little brothers. If you haven't tapped into Grind Time Media, I don't know what's going on with you.
Grind Time is busting out the gate with videography, graphics, apparel, and more.
The grind is now.
The grind is forever.
Tap in, little brothers.
The grind is everlasting. Little dumbass. Yes, sir. That's gotta be it.
And we're back, little bros.
What's happening?
You know what time it is. It's time for the interview portion. And of course, that's with Mr. DJ Dogfood, who is also almost known as Mr. 42 Hugs. But that's not what he went with. So
Insider,
man. Let us in on your journey, man. How you became the best DJ this side of Mississippi, and where you plan to take it.
I appreciate that.
Sure.
Really shit started with like just being around music. Like I was always around music. My first memory was music. I had an older brother named Sean. This nigga literally was a supercomputer for just all information. This nigga knew everything, especially when it came to music. And he taught me everything.
Mm-hmm.
And he ended up getting killed 2013. He got hit by a car in Ypsilanti. This girl was doing 80 on a 45 and just
She was drunk?
No, not even. She was in the car with 5 boys. She was trying to impress niggas. She was in a Monte Carlo.
Trying to impress niggas.
Yeah, for real. They were coming back from a party and shit, and
That's crazy.
like ran this nigga over. But this nigga was an understudy of Jay Dilla. Like he taught himself how to produce on Xbox. On Music Generator 3 when MTV made that video game,
Right.
and on the Xbox you could literally burn your
Right,
CDs onto that shit. So he sampled everything he fucking could. So like some of like even like shit that is like being sampled today, like my brother already ran through the shit. Like this nigga was
like old video games.
yeah, bro. Like this nigga really studied the game, and this nigga I still have a crate of all of his CDs that he ever bought, like at my crib to this day. He's the inspiration behind all the DJing. He was the only person to ever tell me to DJ. And this was like 8-9 years ago. And you know what I'm saying? Luck of the Irish pipe. I don't know where the fuck this shit is from. Shit's funny. But he was just on some shit, bro. Like some shit I've never ever seen somebody on, bro. Like this nigga's mind was out there. My mother's deaf, by the way. So my mom being deaf, like we all came out hiding. It was me, my brother Rodney, and my oldest brother Sean. I'm the youngest. But
Like,
this real quick.
Like fully like that? Like, you know,
Yeah.
ASL type shit?
So
Maybe
I
American
cannot
Sign
sign
Language.
very fluent. I can't sign fluently like most motherfuckers. I couldn't like actually get up and sign for you if I'm like at the Oscars or some shit like old girl was. But
ain't translating that.
I can't translate like that. But I understand my mother. I can sign good enough for her, and I can like if someone was in the store, if I had to help somebody in the store that was deaf, I can do that.
Yeah.
Please.
But with my mom being deaf, we all came out with a little extra sauce. I feel like, especially with him, like my brother was reading at the age of 3, like he was intelligent, bro, crazy. But yeah, I started DJing when I started working at the shipped headquarters. They gave us MacBooks. I downloaded Virtual DJ on that shit, and the dude that ended up firing me from shipped. He was one that gave me the DJ board. His name's Trey Seville. Shout out to you, Trey, motherfucker.
Bittersweet, apparently.
Nah, but I needed to be fired from that place because it gave me more room to
Inspiration.
to do what I need to do.
Yeah.
But when he seen me on that shit, he was like, "Oh, you a DJ?" I was like, "Nah, bro, I'm just fucking around with it." He was like, "I got a board for you. You can have it." And he came the next day and he gave me the board.
Wow.
And that
That's
was
what that is?
Nah, hell no.
Oh.
I was in Birmingham, Alabama at that time. So I really didn't have no, like, I had people that I fucked with out there and shit. I had some homies, but like, I ain't had the homies and shit.
Right.
So like, I spent a lot of time by myself, and it led to that, bro. It let me dive into that shit and really experience it. And yeah, bro, like, it's just opportunities. My first fucking show was on 11/11/2020.
Really?
Yeah, like, it's very angelic shit.
That's
like,
hard.
Yeah.
That's hard. So, I know you mentioned, like, at this point, that's where your start was. How has it been for you now currently, as far as like in the midst of you being known as DJ Dogfood, especially in our area for sure? But
I mean, it's I still treat it like a job, bro. This shit gets me paid, and like, I don't let, like, I went to East Kentwood, so like, that's a lot of kids. Like, so I've been around like a situation where everyone knew me type shit. Like, so like, I'm not really like, I really don't feed into it. I don't let shit get to my head. I don't act different because of that shit. Like, honestly, I think it's made me a better person. I feel like it's made me more gentle with people, which is funny because I'm in love with this shit.
That's hard.
I'm genuinely in love with it. So
That's hard.
It opened me up a lot.
so as far as going forward, then where do you want to take it as far as being a DJ?
I want to be on tour, bro. I want to be
for anybody in
like,
particular,
not for anyone in
Just by
particular,
yourself?
but like by myself. Like, I know I feel like I could headline something and
Do what
actually.
Pauly D doing, nigga.
Yeah,
But be
you
better
know?
than, you know
or
what I'm
like
saying?
like somebody like Chase B. Like, I fuck with Chase B. Like, or like just like somebody like Sango. Like, shout out to Sango from Grand Rapids. But you know what I'm saying? Like, somebody like that's just, you know what I'm saying? Like, my name could fill up a room, and that's it. Like, I don't.
They already do. If you go to an
you know.
AC hotel is,
You know, and like, yeah, and exactly. Like, I don't.
Residencies. Niggas got residencies.
Yeah, bro, and like that.
That's a
Like,
hotel.
I've only been DJing 2 to 3 years.
Yeah.
If that, like, for real, bro, like, that shit don't even make sense to me still.
I don't know why, because when I found out who you were, I went to I was actually at the Social House the first time I seen you DJ.
Yeah.
So, but I just figured, like, I'm like, man, he's spinning whoever it
Yeah.
is. So I just would thought like he must have been a DJ that's not from here
Yeah.
and just always been DJing. I would have never known
Yeah.
that was pretty close to when you probably started.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, well, that was Duke's party. Duke threw that party, and
Yep.
that was my 4th show.
See,
That was my
Wow.
4th show.
So how did you get like into that, like the connects and everything like that to be able to?
Bro. God.
God.
Literally, like,
My Lord
bro,
and Savior.
just bro, my family. Like, shout out to Jeff, JB, man. If you know Jeff Burns, that's one of the most solid cats that you'll ever run into in the city of Grand Rapids. That's a solid dude, bro. Like, he done ran a lot of companies. He done brought a lot of companies up to where they need to be, type shit. Like, he
That's like a fixer type shit.
yeah, bro.
Yeah.
He's good at
Ray
what he
Donovan.
does. He's good at what he does. And he just came to he's my cousin, and I've always known him type shit, but I'm like 6-7 years younger than him.
Yeah.
So growing up, I would see him around like all my cousins and shit, and like not knowing who he was. And eventually, at first I seen him around like my homeboy, and I'm like, what you doing with this nigga? And he's got closer and closer until one day me and him just ended up meeting each other for real. And I got to tell him, like, bro, you actually my cousin, like, you know what I'm saying? Da-da-da. And he was like, oh shit, like, I need a DJ for this event. And he didn't even know I DJ'd at the time. He was like, I'm just looking for somebody. You know it? I was like, bro, I will do it. I was like, me, I'll do it. I'll do it. Literally, like that. And that was my opportunity. He was like, all right, you start on November 11th. 11/11/2020. Nigga.
There's an organic connection like that.
Bro, like,
yeah. It just happens naturally
bro,
like
my
that
whole life
sometimes.
has been like that. It's like very serendipitous. Like, I done met people that I shouldn't have met. I met Andre 3000 twice. Just walking around. I met Martha Stewart. John Wall gave me $100 tip. Fucking DeMarcus Cousins called me fucking Ezel running to the fucking, like, I met like people I shouldn't have met.
Wow.
Bro, like weird shit.
How the fuck you eat Martha Stewart?
Yeah, that one you did.
Working at a hotel, bro. I was doing
I get
valet.
what you're
I
saying
did valet
now.
in Birmingham, bro.
Okay.
I met Dave Bautista one day because this nigga
That nigga's
this nigga
huge.
came down to get leg surgery and shit, or calf surgery. And his homeboy was driving this. He was driving a
remember when
Hellcat.
he
First
did
time I seen a
that.
Hellcat in person. His homeboy pulls up in a Hellcat. It was 5 a.m. He was like, yo, I gotta take my mans. I get my mans from the hospital. I'm about to park my car here real quick and go upstairs, change, and I'll be back. I'm like, cool. He gave me a $20 tip. That's the most money I made in my life, bro. Them niggas was throwing bread, bro.
Man.
But he went upstairs. He came back like 10 a.m. And then I was like, everything good? You got your mans? He was like, yeah, man, he's right here. Bro, this nigga gets up, bro. He's every bit of 6'6" tall as fuck, and I'm just looking up.
Are you Batista?
You be Batista bombing niggas.
No,
bro.
for real, like I didn't say nothing to him. We were not allowed to say
Yeah,
a
no,
lot,
you're
like
not.
too much.
Yeah.
So I was just like, I was literally staring at him like, he knew I knew who he was and shit. So like, I did a head nod to him. He head nod. He was like, all right, bet.
Yeah, you gotta
Lock
play it
in.
real.
See
You
him,
gotta
Mr.
play it
Batista.
real cool. I worked at a hotel too, bro, and I see like Jason Terry coming to that bitch. Lance Stevenson came in our shit. It was like a lot of like basketball G League like players and shit like that. But dudes like you know like Nick Stauskas, you'll be like, damn, that's nigga, I seen you drop 30 nigga before in Michigan, nigga.
But I feel like the reason, like, I feel like you always run into people for a reason.
Yeah,
you
for a
always
reason,
see
facts.
certain
I'm a
because
believer in that too.
those are signs of your life.
Well,
Those are. It's like
No, it's a path.
I was just gonna
Guys.
say, if you ever think about it, like, think about the people, let's say you have a path to work that you take every day. Think about the same person you drive by every single day, but don't know who they are. Even that has a purpose to it, to a sense, because you recognize it already that you see that person, but at that point, you know, the only interaction you have with them in your life is that. But you never know. Like, maybe one day, like, man, I see you every day, bro. Like, what's your name? And that could be the person whole time that has a connection directly to you, or they'll introduce you to one.
serendipity, bro. Like it's a reason why you meet people, and people are gonna put you in places that you never thought.
No, for real.
Like that's just mind blowing to me, man.
Life.
That's dope.
Yeah.
What's some of like the hardest things you didn't came across, like any obstacles or whatever? Like what do you feel
Money.
like? Money.
Nigga, bro, you
The
need
bread.
bro, you just gotta keep your bread up in this shit, dog. Like, and motherfuckers be trying you too, bro. Niggas be, bro. If
Take
you ask
advantage
anybody,
of it,
niggas, bro.
Niggas is
Oh
wild,
my god,
man.
bro. It's money's the root of all things necessary. It's not the root of all evil. You're the evil one.
Elaborate on that.
Literally. I liked it.
Bro.
Money's not evil. You're evil.
Money's the tool.
No, I mean like
It's
on what you like.
Why is it so? Why am I saying money?
Yeah, like what is niggas just they trying to get discounts or like what?
Well, and niggas not paying you. Niggas trying to short you on bread.
Gotta do it. Yeah.
That's never happened with me at the AC Hotel or nothing like that. Like that's never happened like recently, but like getting started, like when I was trying to, especially like in Birmingham, like you gotta come with the bread if you want to do some shit. Like it's just everything, bro. So like just have your money right when you do this shit. And,
You have to be able to be your own backup plan type.
yeah, but I wouldn't say I had any struggles with this shit. That's why it's so crazy. Like I don't know. I can't tell you a struggle that I've had with this yet. It's been been so easy for me.
That's blessings though.
Yeah.
It's kind of let you know you're doing what you're supposed to do when you can flow that naturally too.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Do you I know you mentioned the goal would be to headline your own shows and you be the person filling the room. Is there in any sense somebody you see in the DJ world that you'd like to work with? You know, I know probably a lot of people aren't familiar, like, you know, when it gets to the top of the game as far as DJing, if there's any collaboration, so to speak, or like people that you
People I've never met before. People that I don't like. People that I haven't heard of. Like I like Peggy Go. Or Peggy Go, or whatever her fucking name. I don't know how to pronounce it just yet, but I just like came across her shit. She's a house DJ, but she's a DJ. I'm pretty sure she does more than just house songs. But I like her shit. I like. Okay. I want to be in environments like I want to learn more types of decks that I can. You know what I'm saying? No, like because it's my thing is this is what I'm intimidated by. I'm very intimidated by DJs that can fucking spin on a deck with no computer. And I'm pretty sure it's
I don't know about DJ, but that sounds wild without the computer.
It's easy. It's probably easy once you actually dedicate yourself to learning something, because that's really that's the end all with everything. Like you just got to be dedicated to learn it, and once you learn it, it's probably just as easy as playing this board. Literally, you just have to find how.
Just gotta find it out. And
you gotta figure it out.
Sometimes if you fuck up in that DJ and shit, like what they say, the scratch was made from a fuck up. Like dude was just his mom told him quit doing that shit. That nigga was like, oh fuck, she tripping.
You know what's crazy? So the nigga that started the fucking that created the back scratch was Grandmaster Flash.
Yeah, Grandmaster Flash.
Grandmaster Flash's name is Joseph Sadler.
Yeah.
My name is Jalen Sadler.
Yeah.
And I just figured that shit out, which is Very
wild.
spelled the same exact way. SADDLER.
Nah, that's wild.
It's very weird, bro.
I feel you. My name Ewing. I'm supposed to be famous. I might have been a hooper.
No,
Shouldn't have been.
you
But
should have dunked on somebody.
yeah, I should have. Tall as I am, I never did that though.
That's crazy. How y'all
Actually,
niggas-
I dunked on this nigga before, not on regulation route. Bit,
you know what I'm
rim,
so
but
mad at?
Tony's 6'3" and can't dunk a basketball. It's
You're
like
6'3" and can't dunk.
Like, what
I
is
had
the point
two
of
knee surgeries.
Like, literally, what's
Oh,
the
that's
point of
fucked.
you even
I
like?
had 2 knee surgeries.
Fuck.
How do
Had
you
my
wake
first
up
one
each
before I was even out of high school. I had my first one before I was even
I wouldn't even
Yeah.
get out of bed if I was 6'3".
I get out of bed to do this shit.
I got a
get
crazy ass knee. My
Thank
knee
God for this.
sucks.
Yeah, bro, my knee sucks, bro. My knee used to slip out during sex.
Bro, you ever hit a bitch with a knee cast? Wild.
No.
Yeah, I did.
Maybe.
I'm sorry,
He said,
baby.
yeah, I did.
Maybe.
No,
I took the bus before they go get some coochie.
With a torn ACL.
Yeah.
I used to ride my bike to get some pussy, nigga.
With a fucked up knee?
Yeah.
Oh, what?
No, actually, no, not with a fucking
I was
knee.
gonna say, you a
Fucking
wild boy.
knee.
That's
that was back in the day.
That's most of the
Back in the
action.
days. Before they got cars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before you had cars is a wild time. But
I thought he said I used to jack cars. I was like, whoa, you guys are going down a path.
the
here.
wild
New
shit.
Jersey Drive, baby.
Hey, this nigga, wow, we got cups. This nigga just hit the bottle out the bottle.
I did. I'm nasty. My bad.
It's all right.
I started COVID.
I was gonna say Rudy Gobert over here.
Let me see that. Let me
Super
see
spreader. He said,
Super spreader.
But you know, like I said, I don't know much about DJing and shit like that. But I know it's like some wild shit. My uncle got some decks and shit. Like, you know, he DJ rated R. That's what he calling himself.
The rated R superstar.
Old head.
Randy
But
Orton.
he always
Or
doing
the
that
Edge,
shit, bro.
Edge, yeah.
My
And
bad.
that shit wild, bro. Like, just to see, like, to be able to do all that shit. The most I know about that
We're so
shit.
fortunate too, bro.
Yeah.
Because like niggas back then had to carry everything. They had to carry their fucking vinyl. They had to carry their fucking deck.
Yeah, that shit
they had to carry
wild.
the speakers with them. They had to carry everything,
Now
bro.
you
I
just got
literally
your
gotta
computer and
bring
the
a
deck.
laptop.
Motivation.
and
If that
it's
was
just,
Man, what?
I'm not carrying all that.
I'm not carrying all
Guess
this
I'm not
shit.
a
This
DJ.
shit heavy as hell. But like DJ Hero, like that was ahead of his time.
I
You
did
ever
play
play?
DJ
Did you
Hero.
play
I never
that?
played DJ Hero.
You never played.
I never
DJ
thought about
Hero?
being a DJ.
But you never. I never thought about being a DJ neither. But
I never thought of it. Like I never like.
Nigga,
I always thought I was gonna be a rapper. Like I was telling you, I always thought I was gonna be a rapper.
So you had SingStar?
Nah,
See?
I had none of that
So
shit.
you had pop,
I was-
you had rock band.
I didn't play rock band either, bro.
Wow,
I didn't.
man.
I
Just
played.
naturally gifted over
I
here.
played fighting games, and I used to
Street
make like remixes and shit to like random ass rap songs. I would just like fill in the words to what I thought would be funny, like. And I played a lot of I played football like growing up too. So like, I wasn't really
Yeah, it
like
wasn't
my parents never put me on no music shit. It was always my brother. My dad really didn't like growing up. My dad used to hate on the fact that we used to listen to rap and shit that had cursing in it. Like I remember my dad almost punched me for listening to One Love by Nas.
He punched
I just got out of jail. I think I got out of jail after that whole 13 hours on a serve, nigga. Joined the gang and shit.
Whoa.
You know,
I did a whole
Swole shit.
half a
Real
day.
Shit. Ape shit.
Nigga, I was in that
half
bitch.
day in there.
nigga, I ain't even eat my bologna sandwich or none of that shit. Nigga, I said you can have this shit, bro.
I ain't finna be here
Take it.
long.
Fine.
Straight
Yeah.
bonding out.
I'm good, bro. Nah, like, you know what I'm saying?
Damn, that's
Yeah.
why that old heads get mad about like
They used to-
music
bro,
and
it-
shit.
I was just
gonna
But
say
like
that.
I was just like what was that song? I'm that nigga in the alley. I'm your pusher man.
Yeah, Curtis Mayfield was talking that shit
they
too.
used
Like,
to call
bro,
Curtis
niggas used to
Blow.
talk
They
shit
used to
all
talk-
the time.
that nigga name is Curtis Blow.
I think the truth,
Nigga.
the
It's
truth
Curtis
about
Mayfield.
it.
Blow, huh?
It's Curtis Mayfield.
What you mean? No, I'm just saying. Like
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
saying, just in
niggas
that
back in
era.
the
niggas
yeah,
just
his
back
name
in
was
the
Curtis
day.
Blow.
He
His
said
nigga's
Curtis
name.
Then
Mayfield.
My
wait,
bad.
Cuddy, no, but like nigga's name is Curtis Blow. That nigga name is Curtis Cocaine.
But I
These
think
are the bricks. Yeah, niggas.
that was horrible. That was
That was fucking trash. And
Break it up, break it
they
up.
tried to
Garbage.
explain to you why that shit was hard.
Yeah,
But
bro.
I think I know where it comes from though. Is because
It was early.
No matter what, no
It
matter
still
which way you
was
look at it,
ass,
each
though.
generation is gonna have something that the prior one was like, "Why y'all doing that?"
'Cause it
And there's
just
gonna be
get
things that
better.
our kids
It
do.
gets
We
better.
like, "That's a whack."
It gets better.
I'm
Like-
wild what our kids
I'm
go
like,
call
we
whack.
had Lil Baby, and y'all
Like even with
listening
music
to
now, even with
whoever
music
this
now,
is.
just like Tupac said, everyone's singing. And honestly, I don't like your music right now if you don't have a little bit of melody on it. And,
Facts.
and
Melody
it's
is
like,
so important.
You
We
need
said
it.
Facts.
Like,
we said that here before. The melody is a part of what we listen to now.
Yeah.
You
and
get
if,
stuck in your head.
you have to have melody and bars.
Mhm.
So the old heads, they don't look at it that way, but we look at it's improving. You have to have bars and melody now. Back then, these are the breaks. That was just
niggas were
break it
rapping
up,
on
break it
top of the
up.
beat back then too. Niggas, that's why LL Cool J was so groundbreaking because he was the first rapper to rap in between the beat.
Yep.
everyone else was no fakes. Like,
hippie to the hip, hit a
like,
hop. Don't stop the
yeah,
rock. No, that shit whack.
bro. Like, but like it's just we
Sorry, that's
always
just
get more
ass.
advanced. I feel like every 20 years, music will repeat itself.
Yep.
Fashion will repeat itself. That's why you see bitches out here in these big ass
Bell bottoms.
jeans and shit, thinking they Aaliyah, trying to dress like everyone's trying to dress like Aaliyah and shit right now.
Big
Like,
ass G's.
but that,
low,
like,
low cut, low waisted.
but like watch Fubu and all this shit come back.
Yeah.
But that's
Tracksuits already did so.
It's already-
It's already happening.
You know what I'm saying? I'm
I'll keep it
jumping the
forever.
fuck down. 600 for the jockey. I don't even jog.
Woo. Fucking
You know what I'm saying?
idiot. You fucking dumbasses.
There you go.
You
Grabbing
fucking
the mic.
dumbasses. Shut up, nigga. I
Come
bought these.
on,
Nigga, fuck.
man.
No, you didn't.
We did buy
Come on.
these.
We bought these.
Bitch, I got
Stupid ass.
It's 3. I could break half of this bitch.
Yeah.
I hate this.
I'm just playing. This shit only cost me $350.
He's rap capping.
I'm capping.
Yeah,
capping.
man.
That shit got butterflies on it, nigga. Fuck it, nigga. Shit hard.
Yeah, I thought that bitch was hard.
What that say? Shit felt.
Felt for every living thing.
Nigga felt.
This is what I think Gunna was wearing one of their jackets.
Mm.
He was wearing what was the video he did with Lil Meech?
No, that's
What was that shit?
Lil Meech and Gunna got a song together.
No, it was the video he was in
This is
the
like a
music. He was
vlog?
he was in the hospispecial in the music video.
Oh, Living Wild.
Living wild. Yeah, that
Lil
shit.
Meech was in there. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, these niggas be getting random ass placements.
That's what happened when you on BMF, honestly.
Right.
on stars.
Yeah, you literally on stars. Yeah, man, that was back to DJing career.
Oh,
that
yeah.
was enlightening because, like I said, I don't really know a lot about DJing either, so I was curious to know how it works when you want to get to the top, but it's headlining, and that makes sense. I get that.
DJ is the most important thing. Dude.
Absolutely.
It's
Yeah,
the most
it is.
important thing.
We got to see it in live action. Like I said, Camtail, man.
Shout out
This is-
Camtail.
if you
Shout
didn't know,
out
this
Augie,
is-
man.
Yeah.
big shout out to Augie.
Bought that shit
Big
down,
shout out to
man.
us,
We
man.
bought that shit down.
Shout out to
Bro.
everybody involved in Camtail.
That kid's a wizard, bro.
Yeah.
I'm
For
telling
sure.
you.
The man,
Like,
the man with the magic. I told him
For real.
last night.
I was one of the first people to believe in anything I was doing for real. Like that. Anytime you see Austin outside, if you see Austin supporting your shit, it's because he actually fucks with you, and it's because he's genuinely
Yeah,
thinking about
facts.
like, yo, I think this shit's cool. I want to
Facts.
like,
He took a shot on us for real,
Bro,
He
he-
ain't never do no shit
Yeah,
like
for
that.
real.
And if you paying attention to it, like I said, the Camtail event was what it was, as successful as it was because he put the faith in the right
put the
people,
right
pieces,
and that takes
bro.
that
Right
takes
pieces
talent.
together.
A lot of people, a lot of times people aren't good at being a good judge of character or people's ability, and that's part of the reason things fail. But like I said,
and
Austin,
bro is a dog at football. Let me tell you, Austin.
yeah, that's what we
We
heard.
had just
Hey,
found that
what?
out.
That's what
We
we
had
heard.
just found that out.
That's the bro. Fuck Sam McGuffey.
He was
Austin
him.
Bennett. That nigga used to tote that.
He was
That's
motherfucking
crazy.
rock,
He was
bro.
Hemi Butler.
Bro, what?
That's crazy. I
He was
never
so
heard that
cold.
be told that day.
Oh yeah, but yeah, man. Like I said, this is the man we got to see in real action work as far as keeping the whole event afloat. I didn't really I knew obviously the DJ is important, but when you really backstage, you're like, all right, so what's going on at this point? It's just you
Yeah.
carrying the show and keeping the vibe alive.
Why we get right?
While
Yeah.
everybody gets right to come on stage. So
For real.
yeah, man, that was
Niggas who be trying to come backstage, not that's what's going on in the back.
literally, I'm trying to mask you from all the commotion that's
Yeah,
actually
they
happening.
in the back.
That's really going down.
we almost had a brawl.
Niggas
and a
getting
nigga-
tossed out. I heard a nigga came at you wild, bro. I heard
Ain't gonna speak on him, man.
Yeah, bro.
we not gonna speak on
I'm gonna
that.
jump off the boards, nigga.
You don't want to speak on that?
Nah,
hey, y'all
because-
think I'm the wild one in this bitch? Y'all's completely fucking wrong. Just know that. All right.
Can't say too much. I'm gonna see him again.
You could look. You completely fucking
Members.
wrong if you think I'm the wild one.
Member, he's a real member.
Anyways, man, yeah. Can't say it was a success because you have DJ Dogfood behind the scenes stopping y'all from seeing shit like that. So
And
Nah, but not only, man. Shout out to Calvin, man. Shout
Yeah.
out to Paris
Shout out
by
to everybody,
Night,
the
bro.
entire
Shout out to
Camtail
everybody that
crew.
was for that whole
Calvin.
camp. Literally, it's a
all
it's
the
a camp
performers,
full
man.
of counselors.
It took a village. That was it. But
It does.
it's cool to see it really come into fruition. But you know what it is now. It's time for them topics, man. First and foremost, we're going to be discussing victim mentality, how it affects you, everyone
Hey.
around you. If you got that, why are you jugging like that?
I gotta go
This
to
nigga
the
freaky, bro.
bathroom.
This nigga-
out of the bathroom.
All right, well, take a break.
18 at one point. I was 18.
I bought a pack of cigarettes when I turned 18.
You didn't. You just go to the store just to buy shit.
I literally bought a pack of
I wasn't
cigarettes when I
just
turned
gonna buy a
18.
black
Just
I
and
because.
never did that. I never
Just
bought a
because.
pack of cigarettes.
I did it just because I was 18.
I never bought. Oh, I mean, like for myself.
You guys
I
are
bought
smoking Black
cigarettes
and
for like my
Milds.
mom or some
Therefore,
grandma.
you're victims. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about victim mentality.
I got 2 breezes right now. I'm wilding. I'm sorry.
2. You got dos Vadañas.
He's double fisting Breezes.
Breezes, what the fuck?
That's another
He's
reason.
double fisting Breezes.
Another reason he's a victim. But yeah, man, let's talk about it. Let's talk about victim mentality. What do you think it is?
Nah,
Sam?
you say
You
what
don't
it
think
is. I don't.
you have no thoughts on it?
I
This
ain't
is
got
your
no thoughts
this is
on
your
this.
topic.
This
Oh,
is
son.
your
fair enough.
topic.
Let's do it.
I thought y'all was familiar with. So victim mentality is basically in a multitude of situations. You find a way to make it seem like you are directly correlated to the situation, even if you're not, and it's affecting you negatively. And basically, it's making you feel as if you're being attacked.
So is it like
AKA
an offset?
Twitter.
Is it?
It's a personality trait.
Is it
for
an
sure.
offset of like main character syndrome?
I would
You
say-
think? You gotta have one, have the other. You
Maybe
think?
not an offset. I'd say they kind of are directly
Work
related.
coincide,
Yeah.
like,
Well,
kinda.
I mean, I could say like, because I've definitely been in that mindset where I felt like I was a victim, and
Yeah.
and I would if you don't catch yourself, you're gonna fall deeper and deeper into that loophole
Mhm.
of being that victim until like sometimes somebody got to tell you that shit, like, yo, you
did this yourself.
wildin', yeah.
This is your fault.
And that's what people have to understand, bro. There's nothing in your life that has ever happened to you that was someone else's fault. I don't give a fuck.
In any sense?
I don't
don't
agree
know.
with that.
It's your responsibility to respond to everything.
I agree with
like,
that.
So 90% is what do they say is 10% is what happens to you, and 90% is how you respond
react
to it.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? It's literally that. Like you're 100% responsible for the situation that you're in at all times.
I don't know. I would say
At
I
all
agree.
times.
I agree a lot. The 90% of what you go through in life is how you react to it. I will say there's definitely situations people have been in and they were like, you put me in a bad spot to begin with, but it's how am I going to get out is on you. Like how do you get out of it? But there's definitely people
So
who've
you
been
saying
in
like Chris Rock and Will Smith back to that? You
No,
think,
not necessarily.
You're saying like
I would
you
say
did
Amy
this to-
Schumer is the victim mentality person I'm referring to
Amy
in this.
Schumer, go
Because she has
elaborate
no
on that.
correlation to the situation, but she's talking about how I'm traumatized, I'm so hurt that
Oh, that's wild. Yeah, she played
You're
that.
not
part.
even in it.
As a comedian, was he trying to say like as a comedian I'm traumatized to even say shit? Like what did she say?
Amy Schumer said she's traumatized by what happened.
Yeah.
She's so like hurt and feels like she's still recovering from the situation.
That's wild.
Amy Schumer, what happened to you in that?
She just should have, even if she said something, she should have brought up, she should have played the victim the right way. It was like, hey, I'd be pulling my hair out. I know about hair loss too.
that would have made it worse to me. Like, oh my God, like you're changing.
Taking the shine away from a black woman.
Black woman?
Jada Pinkett.
Mm.
Oh, I don't know if that was shine. I guess I
Take
was,
the shine, like, trying.
the spotlight.
Yeah.
I would say victim
know.
mentality to me is just when you make a situation look like you're hurt and you have
Yeah.
nothing to do with it. Like, so that was more so my point of it.
If you have nothing to do with, or okay.
It could be both, but that's real victim. Like, bro, you're
It's
not
almost
even
like
involved.
gaslighting, right?
In a
Kinda.
sense.
I don't believe in gaslighting.
You don't think people
I
ever
don't
try
think
to-
gaslighting is real. I feel like I mean, you can I feel like there's manipulation.
Yeah.
You can manipulate somebody, and then, you know what I'm saying? Some people can misconstrue what the fuck you say to them and take offense to it.
Yeah.
Because you gotta, like, I feel like more people are overly sensitive and, like, in the wrong way these days.
I
Like,
agree.
it's good to have sense. It's good to be sensitive. It's good to have sense, but it's
sure.
is
Overt
it's fucking crazy when
sensitivity.
you are just so hurt by what anyone says to
Yeah.
you.
Victim
Like, 'cause
mentality.
I can be defensive. Yeah, exactly. I can be defensive and shit, but like I'm still gonna listen and try to process and analyze everything someone's saying to me,
Exactly.
especially if they're trying to come at me in a
Even
certain
from their shoes.
Yeah,
at that.
exactly.
And that's when, like, it's crazy, like what you said, like with Twitter and shit. I was scrolling through Twitter today, and like we talked about it last week. But cancel culture, like
Yeah.
I feel like that victim
That shit's
syndrome
whack.
and shit. It's like they kind of both
It's toxic.
work. They work together. Just because like if a nigga just like don't like what you say, like at all, or if, they just go run to Twitter and like try and get it all. They make this communal group of people. That,
Yeah, they have to get everyone behind them
Yeah.
when they say this bullshit. They have to literally, they have to get.
It has 50,000 favorites.
It
and
goes
shit.
hand in hand. Like I said, the actual victim mentality is defined as a personality trait, and people say Twitter is now a personality trait. People get all
How is
their
Twitter a personality
people get all
trait?
how they act from
Bro,
Twitter.
for real, no. People get how they act
understand
and
that?
operate from social media. Period. Instagram
How,
is a
though?
big bro.
People have Twitter personalities like
oh
they
my
have.
god, bro! I
He's
know.
lost.
like
Yeah, he's
okay,
lost
You-
right now.
you act
I'm
like
sorry.
that on Twitter.
No, he's lost.
No, I'm saying no. I understand what you're saying. I'm not lost. I'm just like, but how do you like form that type of personality? Like, how do you allow that to mold who you
So
are?
when
That's fucking
someone's on
stupid.
Instagram all day, especially like
Yeah.
a very like
Screen
malleable
time.
mind,
The
someone
notifications.
that's very very easily to influence. If you got
Okay.
somebody seeing all this shit and they want to be something, they want to look a certain type of way.
All these
They will
retweets.
they
all
will
these
literally.
favors. I wanted that.
They
So
will
why don't I
literally
just
plant
embody
all these
that?
thoughts in their mind until the fucking point
Bingo.
they're literally thinking like their
100%.
timeline, bro.
So they just quote like
and
memes and shit.
literally,
like,
And not
is that
just
what it is?
quoting,
Bro,
it's
I
like
like
they
it.
literally
People
identify that in their head and like,
People
that's
will
how I
talk.
need to think.
People will say things to me, and it'll literally be a whole fucking tweet that I just read.
I'm telling
like,
you.
nigga, that's not your thought.
No,
like
and
a lot of people do not have
Oh,
their
they're like biting.
there's
like
no
how nigga
original
bite
thought on
jokes,
this
you're
planet,
biting
bro.
Oh, how niggas bite
Right
jokes
now.
and Steve.
He's with us now. He got it.
Yeah.
Niggas is biting like quotes. Okay, niggas.
But
okay.
they're actually embodying that into
Like
their
thoughts.
personality. And like,
Okay.
if
Original
you say
thought is
something to them, you're like,
scarce.
didn't I just see that in a tweet? That
Okay.
wasn't your thought. They're like,
Original
that's how
thought
you
is
feel.
scarce, bro. Like
Yep.
people having their own
I don't
mind.
think I've ever had nobody like talk to me in a tweet, and I fuck like.
You know, I've definitely met people
and
they
I've
talk in social
recognized
media.
it.
Yeah,
that's
bro.
wild.
Yeah.
I gotta probably
But
keep
look
an eye
how
out.
people dress. People are trying to get fresh and fly off of the same bitch that they see. Like, bro, I see 40 girls dressing the same way because of one girl off of because all these girls follow what's good on
Yeah.
Instagram and shit, and they all start dressing like how this girl's dressing, or they all want to like. You know what I'm saying? Or how dudes want to rap the certain type. Like when the moment dudes heard this Detroit shit, like especially in the Miami and shit, everyone was trying to act like they're a Detroit rapper. Like, you're not from Detroit.
The only biters we could co-sign is Cali niggas.
And I wouldn't even say they're
some
biting
Florida
because
rappers rapping like a two that be hot.
no, for real.
Yeah.
But like even with Cali, like there's a big correlation between Michigan and Cali. I don't know
Yep.
what it is.
We got coast. It's that coast.
That pipeline with drugs or the lean.
Meech set that shit up.
Bro, wealthy
No, he
boys.
didn't.
Bro, you
Wealthy
can't
boys
forget
did.
that shit,
No,
bro.
none of them did. I'm talking
Like-
about they cross.
You know what I'm saying? It's like
We
just
ain't
like
talk about that on here.
there's a,
They
we
ain't
can't
do
talk about
none of
that shit. But there's a history between California and Michigan,
Yeah, there
and
is.
there's a
No, for
there's a reason
sure.
why we literally will say the damn same words. We'll talk the same
Yeah.
exact way. Like,
Hit your ass with a
you know what I'm saying? Like,
Cali. You from Michigan? Nah,
no.
I'm from Cali, nigga. I'm from
Jeremy
LA.
said he's gonna say San Diego, wasn't he?
Y'all say Ope out there, bro?
No,
Nah, he's
Jeremy
like, nah,
does.
y'all know what you guys are talking. You don't go to LA though. You from San Diego, like you said. You gonna be at LA.
I ain't never been to LA.
Me either.
Me neither.
Never been.
We're just some all not
We
LA
just
visitors.
assuming. We just assuming.
Yeah, but back to the victim mentality to circle it around. It is that because people get this persona from Instagram. I seen a tweet the other day. This dude tweeted about somebody's outfit. He was like, "Man, this outfit whack as hell." And the dude like responded like, "All right, but you doing that and that," and roasted him. He's like, "Oh wow, you don't need to be so rude about it. I was just saying." And I'm like, "See, like now you're the victim and you started it. You tweeted
Yeah,
it."
like-
I just had that actually. I went through the same, and I went through interaction on Twitter. Oh fuck, I forgot what the shorty was talking about, but she said she was talking about some comedian or something. And she was like, "Oh, he got a show coming out." Oh no, they was talking about Chris Rock or somebody. She was talking about a comedian
Yeah.
or something. And then he was like, "Oh, I can't wait for bro to talk about this in his show." And then she was like, "Show? What show he got?" And I'm like, "Nigga, a comedy show."
Yeah.
And then she was like, "You all gotta be dick riding on me, whoop, 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 all this and that." And I'm like,
How did you say it though?
I just said it just like that.
Yeah.
Nigga, a comedy show.
Oh. Yeah.
Just like that. Shit.
Okay, that's fair because victim
And
And
mentality.
then somebody got on my phone. Somebody got on her ass something about you. He a dick rider because he corrected you. She was like, "Well, he ain't to call me on my name," but she was black. I was like, "Dude, you a nigga."
Nigga. I hate, bro. I honestly
Yeah,
get so
that's
mad
fair.
when people get offended by the word nigga. Like, nigga, shut up.
Yeah,
It's
I
like
say
victim.
black people. I ain't still with the white people on that.
No, I said when black people.
I'm saying
some
though
black
in
people
general. He
get
said when
mad.
people get
Oh.
offended.
No, I
There's some
when I
white
say
people that will get offended if you call them that. I met
because they can't say it.
I remember a teacher told me, I said something to somebody in high school, like, I was like, you're acting like a black person because I couldn't say nigga. And he got mad at me for saying that. And I was
The
like,
teacher did?
Yeah, and I was looking at his white ass like,
I would have told him this isn't your call.
this. Yeah, and I was like, bro, I literally said, I was like,
You're
but
not
I'm
the
black.
victim here.
I was like, but I'm black,
What you
bro.
finna tell him? I said, nigga.
Yeah,
Literally, what are you gonna say? I did. So yeah, to circle it back around to the victim mentality, I think it's just also a part of the generation we live in America. A lot of people, they feel like if they say something to somebody and they get corrected and they don't have a comeback, or whatever the case, they may be the victim, like in that sense.
Mm-hmm.
But then there's also, like I said, Amy Schumer. That shit really triggered me because how are you making this moment about you, about how you're so traumatized and you had to make a caption about it? Like this situation has nothing to do with you.
I mean,
you can feel bad about Chris Rock.
On the contrary,
she's a comedian.
She is a comedian,
but she's
Fair.
painfully unfucking funny.
I wouldn't like all that shit. I mean,
she is a comedian.
I can't really speak for how she feels though, because like
I feel what y'all both saying because it's a lot of
she's dragging it out.
Yeah,
though.
exactly. She did it the exact
being
wrong way.
traumatized.
Yeah,
Every comedian's like, I can respect what they said. Like that's our comedian brother, so we feel like he shouldn't have been slapped.
Right.
Okay, cool. But they're not getting on there talking about I feel
I'm
so traumatized and
Yeah,
hurt.
yeah,
And maybe it's just because it's Amy Schumer. Like
Exactly,
you always in some shit. It's always you in some
That's
shit.
why you pull your hair out because you just
look,
you be
he's-
stressed.
look,
She
nah,
be
he's on that.
stressed. She be stressed, but she put herself in these situations.
Yeah, she's trying to feel too much.
Is that-
You don't need to feel.
I feel like everyone has to be aware of the situation that they're in at all
Absolutely.
times, and when you are aware of what's going on, like that removes the feeling of being
Right.
like
It's cliche, but
defensive
you
and
look
shit.
at
like,
something fully,
like,
yeah.
for real. Like you have to look at the spectrum fully. Like if a comedian comes out and roasts me, I'm going to laugh.
yeah.
That's all I'm
And
gonna do.
sitting
Like
front row at a fucking show.
Yeah, like no matter what you say.
I feel like
shit.
I would agree with that, and I feel what y'all saying. The only difference is if we're gonna add context between Jada and Chris Rock. They also haven't liked each other for since 2016, I believe. So that's a little context.
Is that something that's out there?
Yeah,
Even
for
that
sure.
though,
yeah.
like the comments that he made was still even mild at the last fucking comedy
fair,
show.
But like I told you,
He said something about her at another
Or not
comedy
comedy,
show.
show, I meant at the Oscars, at the Golden Globes. At the
2016 Golden Globes.
The Golden Globes, Chris Rock has said, because this is when, I forget what movie it just Concussion just came out with Will Smith, and she think he should have won an Oscar. And she was on that, he wasn't nominated or nothing. She was on that boycott Oscars. That was Oscars So White, I believe. That was that year.
Yeah.
And then Chris Rock, Golden Globes is always right before the Oscars, but Chris Rock was like, Jada Pinkett Smith boycotting the Oscars is like me boycotting Rihanna's panties. Like, she don't give a fuck. I was never invited. Type shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And that was a funny
That's
that's a
mild.
funny joke. But like I said, people need to also understand shit happens behind closed doors.
Yeah.
So that was
We
the
don't know the
first.
people,
That was the
yeah.
first interact. That was the joke, and I agree. That was mild. It was a
I
funny
heard
joke.
since the 90s he been on her ass, though.
Exactly. So and people don't know.
Will probably had enough.
But people
Okay,
don't know
so-
him and Will Smith used to be friends. So
Yeah.
now you keep talking about my wife, bro. Like, how many times are you
Yeah.
gonna keep saying something about my wife? And I agree. Like, not to even beat a dead horse. Yeah, he could have did something better than slapping him. But I'm a firm believer, bro. Like, you keep pushing somebody when they snap, bro. You don't get to tell them don't snap because you kept pushing me. So,
I guess.
so my thing with, and like you said, I agree. That 2016 joke was mild. Like, that was a funny joke. But now I heard after that, because I looked into it, they seen each other. And she was like, they got into an argument about that. So now I already don't like you for 5+ years now, and you keep saying something about me. The joke, the G.I. Jane joke, I could say.
And G.I. Jane was hot.
Okay, but I'm
G.I.
saying
Jane was fucking
the
hot.
joke itself was all right. That's just it. But you got to think when there's already levels that people don't know that you keep messing
like,
with
you
me.
can't. Yeah,
I guess.
like
Yeah.
So
once a nigga is at that breaking point and he does get there,
that's
there's
what I
not.
said.
There's
My take on Will Smith was, look, he could have handled differently. Look, just know somebody
Yeah.
not finna play. Somebody's not playing.
That nigga thinks he's fucking King Richard.
What?
He-
King Richard said he shouldn't have did it.
Oh.
You
He
didn't
said
even
that.
know that. So
He's talking about protecting his family and shit, though. That was his whole thing. Will Smith, he's like, that's what King Richard's
but
thing.
But
Will
that
Smith-
makes sense though, like
Yeah,
from what
that's-
you're
yeah.
saying, because I didn't know, like I
didn't know
I
he
wasn't
said
aware
that.
of the history of him
Yeah.
flaming Jada up for
and
so
him,
long.
like I said, him and Chris Rock used to be boys.
Yeah.
So like me and Tony used to be cool, and then we not no more. You keep talking about my wife, bro. Like, bro,
I'ma slap you.
I'm going to slap you,
He said
bro.
I'ma slap you.
Because it's
I'ma slap
history to it. I guess it's all in all.
I'ma
There's
slap
just history to it.
You ain't gonna slap me.
He said,
Yeah,
"Check it
I
out."
might.
You ain't fucking
I'm
slap
slapping.
me.
All right.
You ain't gonna fucking slap me. You just calm that shit the fuck down right now. We gonna be at a show, award show, and I'm gonna be hosting. I'm on your ass. And
No,
like, I
you
don't
said
give a
there's
fuck.
a time and a place.
You ain't gonna slap me. Yeah, and I'm gonna tell a joke, and bitch, you ain't gonna slap me.
come up there and slap you.
Yeah, all right. I
you
got
say
that.
anytime
I got a
place.
license, nigga. You
Oh,
slap me.
you carrying at the Oscars?
Yeah, I got a license. Fuck
Hey,
yeah.
shout out to
Pretty sure they're gonna
shout
kick
out
you
to
out the
Juwan.
gym. Yeah, they're not gonna let you bring your gun on stage, my boy.
They don't know it's concealed.
I'm gonna
Again.
tell them.
Shout out to Juwan Howard for
Yeah.
his slap. That was. We should talk about that slap.
What-
Go ahead. What you got to say?
Do you think that
he
coach?
slapped his way into the Sweet 16, nigga. Like,
No, for real. That did motivate the team. I don't care what
shit.
anybody said.
Just shit. We can only ride that steamboat
That's
so
hard.
long, but we rode that.
We
I'm
bitch.
not
did
even a
pretty
Michigan
far.
fan,
We
bro.
were
But like
we were
that's
a team
hard.
5 in a row. Niggas don't do that all
We
the
was
time.
a team almost under 500 in the tournament.
And now though,
And we
now
went to Sweet
Duke
16.
just lost. So like, no, I'm just saying. Listen, Duke did just lose though, but Michigan, Duke, and Villanova is still them top 3 in the last 10 years to have the most NCAA wins. Michigan is still in that echelon. We're a basketball niggas like to
They in
talk
that
like
what?
y'all not a top echelon, upper echelon.
Oh, okay.
Top echelon, upper echelon is the same thing.
First thing.
But anyways, they're up there, bro. We blue blood. No matter what you want to say, last 10 years, fuck State. Isn't ain't won shit since
Chill out,
2000.
chill out.
Fuck
chill
State.
out,
Nigga,
chill
you a
out,
State fan?
Chill out. I was
Oh,
actually,
you a State fan? I was riding for Joanna. I appreciate that.
I was named after. Look, I'm
appreciate
actually
your
named.
fuck, nigga.
I'm named after Jalen Rose.
Oh, for
Oh,
real?
yeah, you
Literally
doing the
my
wrong
dad.
thing,
But you're a
man.
State fan?
I'm a State fan.
Yeah,
That's fucking
weird.
weird.
And I was born on Michael Jordan's birthday.
What?
I'm a Duke fan.
I like Duke.
Right
But-
together, we died together. Bad
But
boys for
fuck
life.
State.
Sorry, Coach K, man. I'm sick.
Yeah, sickening.
Could cry about that dog.
He hate North Carolina now.
Hate
For
them.
sure. For
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie
sure.
though.
He hate
Michigan
them.
State's team been fucking
He fight-
mid.
he
All
high-
them
whack.
niggas are
Because-
mid.
I ain't gonna
It's
do
the
it.
coaching,
I ain't
bro.
gonna do
It's-
it.
But then we
it's
will
too young,
send
bro.
we will
It's the
send somebody
coaching.
to the league. At least our league players
Bro,
transition
the
way
best-
better than y'all.
Draymond,
motherfuckers.
what?
No way.
Are you dumb?
What?
Are you kidding me?
My fault.
Who?
Draymond is the best nigga y'all done. Okay, Jaren Jackson.
Jaren Jackson and Draymond.
Draymond
And,
That's it.
and what? Hold
That's
on.
it. Who?
Who mother
They had
man?
Magic
Xavier.
Johnson.
Didn't Xavier?
He didn't fucking. Izzo didn't coach him.
I'm just
Xavier
saying, he went
Tillman?
to
We
Michigan
talking about
State.
Izzo.
Xavier's a mutt. Xavier the best player.
Yeah, we
to
had him
come
on
out of
this
state
podcast.
ever.
He a dog automatically.
Yeah, bro.
But Izzo, that's okay. That's few or far none.
Anyways, man, back to the
Not more
topics,
than
man.
Michigan.
It's time.
Who is in the league right now?
Jay Poole a dog.
Jay Poole's
He's a
mutt.
dog. He's been going
Franz
crazy.
Wagner a dog.
He okay too.
And Jawan just got there. So Beeline was really
There's
putting
more-
niggas through
there's-
the league,
There's
bro.
more Michigan players.
It's more. It's more. Trey Burke was a dog, no matter if he get his starts or not like that.
Yeah, Trey Burke. Trey Burke's my favorite Michigan player all
He's
time.
pretty good in the league. Xavier Simpson's still doing skyhooks in the G League.
Yeah, that's neither, man. We'll get to all that, man. We gotta stay on them topics, man.
We ain't gonna get to
No,
it.
hey,
It's
Cars.
not-
Cars.
We ain't gonna get to it.
Cars.
To
My man's
Michigan.
Cars.
Cares-
Levert.
cares
He's a
Levert.
dog.
Levert. Yeah, he's a good one.
See,
These niggas is demons, bro. Don't talk
See,
about
at
us.
least I'm not in denial.
I feel you.
I know. Shout out to Braylon Edwards, bro.
Yeah, he a dog.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, man. You know what time it is, man. Y'all over here zoned out. It's time for the metaverse, man. Let's talk about it.
You can be wherever you want.
You know the most about it out of
The metaverse is a universe where you can buy real estate with real money or cryptocurrency, Ethereum, Bitcoin, and all this shit. And you can it's like Wall-E on damn near. You put on your little VR goggles and you be in a body or in a world. I think there's like different servers. You can build servers and shit. So some servers, they don't like the Facebook metaverse where they want it to be. They don't got like legs and shit yet. They're floating and everything.
You ever seen Futurama?
Yeah.
They did a whole episode about that.
Yeah,
For real?
metaverse.
Literally.
The
I'm about
metaverse
to
has been
peep that.
covered by Simpsons and Futurama.
I gotta see it on Futurama. I fuck with Futurama.
They had an episode they literally put on like some fucking goggles, and then they would go to a metaverse, and they would be like, they're like in a fucking mall or some shit. Dave Chappelle did that shit.
That's wild.
Yeah, bro. Like
I was listening to Full Send podcast with Dirk on there,
Mhm.
and he was talking about they're starting a virtual shoe company where you can have a shoe like an NFT company, you get your NFT, so then you can have the shoe on your metaverse character, and then you could get the shoes in real life though. So you got the same shoes as the nigga in the metaverse.
Right.
They was sounding like that shit was so groundbreaking and shit. But no, that's hard. For that, the NFTs side of it and everything. But nigga, I could put on Carmine 6s in 2K and wear them bitches out.
True.
But I see what he's saying though.
I think
that's just me nitpicking.
Like I
But
said,
that's hard.
I don't know the most about the metaverse, but I know as far as I'm able to interpret it, they're trying to basically, it's just you can live a virtual world, and that's the difference between it just being 2K. They're trying to make it you can live actually in that.
You got
you
tangible
come out,
assets.
Yeah.
They
You can,
cost
you can,
actual
they're
they're
money.
trying to make it legitimate.
Yeah.
you could probably trap on that bitch for real.
They're trying to make it so you
internet
can.
ways, they're gonna have to come up with legal parameters to police
sure.
this shit
Yeah.
more. There's already internet laws, but they're gonna have to get way deeper into
we're gonna
this
have
shit.
actual internet police.
Yeah, exactly,
That's
bro.
fucking
Because
crazy.
That's where they're
there was
trying
a
to head
lady who she said she loaded up into the metaverse and was sexually assaulted in the metaverse.
Lit.
And that's what it's going.
And that's why.
You said it's
it's lit as fuck in that bitch. They be having mine is crazy. You see, they got a Sims where they be fucking. Dude literally got a dick and
I
be
told
fucking.
you. I
already
told
in
him.
the
I thought I
Sims.
seen that on Twitter. I seen like, well, this is the metaverse, and the dude was like, he was doing it in public though. It was like a metaverse convention.
That's
and
wild.
And he had like the goggles on, and then obviously all the sexual equipment.
Yeah.
And he was on that, and they showed.
Oh, I know what you're talking
and
about.
they showed what it looked like in the metaverse. And I'm literally like, what in the
That's
world?
wild, bro.
But he like, I'm watching the dude like in the video, and he making faces and all that. I'm like, oh wow, he's really. This is what they want.
This is
They want you
crazy.
to buy into it, so you really feel this
What?
is a universe that's separate
Yeah.
from the one you actually live in.
Wait till you can fuck around with Neuralink in that shit. Elon Musk shit.
Yeah,
when they
yeah.
drill that shit in your head, they put that chip in your head that that they're gonna
Somebody
make
do
you
that.
niggas get.
When if people start actually doing that, I know some world is about them.
They already have fucking chips and shit.
There's already people
prosthetics.
that already got
Yeah, they got
RFID chips
prosthetics.
in there.
They got
Oh,
prosthetics, bro,
man.
where you think with your head and it does like what our arms
That's a little
do.
bit different though than
It's
what
not-
Elon Musk is on.
It's
though.
not that different because it's not that far fetched, bro. He said we can talk without talking, nigga. I can say something to you without talking, without moving my lips.
No, there's
That's
bro.
wild.
There's always been AI,
Yeah, absolutely.
and it's always been around us. And
Artificial-
it's, and,
yeah,
they,
it just
and,
gets
they're
smarter and
implementing
smarter.
it very slowly and slowly. But they're going to get
We
to
get
the
to
point
that
where
point.
We had an
we're
episode
cyborg
on,
humans, nigga.
No,
where we
for real.
pulling up with cannons on our shits.
we had an episode on artificial intelligence, and I said even on that episode, I think they know a lot more than we know than we think we know right
That's
now.
why they
but
put.
they're rolling
that's
it
why
out
they
slowly.
They show
Yeah.
you
whole
movies.
name-
They show
yeah,
you movies and
facts.
cartoons
So
and
you can
fucking all this
digest a
shit.
little
They
bit
Yeah.
more.
whole
wonder and
name,
think.
Meta, just like that. Like
Yep.
Facebook is a national.
Yeah,
Facebook is a global brand like that. You know what I'm saying? Worldwide, bro. And they just changed their whole fucking name to Meta. Like that's not for no reason.
Yeah, exactly.
This gonna be the biggest shit out here. And do you think that's bad for people? Like I said, we saw Wally. By the way, Wally is like, I get it why people like it, but it's one of the worst Pixar movies in my
That's a
opinion.
dumb take.
That's one of my. It is a hot take, but
I said it's dumb.
They don't talk in that fucking movie.
That doesn't make it a bad movie.
bro.
I feel like
Dialogue. I like dialogue, nigga.
This nigga just said Wally's
And
a
I
bad
wasn't when you
movie.
say
I never even seen Wally.
don't when you say
He said don't.
when you see the spark notes when you because the message I get the message and everything, but when you say
What's the message?
it's not made for you, Tone. He loved to say that it's made for kids. I was a kid when that shit came out. We was kids. I
Did
didn't
you watch
like that.
it when you were a kid?
Yes, I didn't like it. I still don't like it. But when
I
I
don't
got
think you have-
older, I could understand. That's when I appreciated. Like, oh, I get what they trying to say. Talking about like shit like that, bro. It was the earth got super polluted and shit like that. People had to move off the earth for like 100 years or whatever the fuck it was. They was on this ship and they was putting on goggles and shit and living in these virtual worlds and shit like that.
We're getting
And-
more and more detached
Yeah,
from the soul.
Black Mirror is like the biggest like niggas right here, nigga.
Yeah.
It's right here because Black Mirror kind of
I
did
think
a
that's
thing
why
on
Black
this.
Mirror being suspended because
You think
they
talking too much. That's
Yep.
crazy. Because you know the one with Daniel Kaluuya, or is that his name from Get
Yeah,
Out?
yeah.
That's his name. Did you ever see that Black Mirror episode where
Yeah.
he was doing that dance? That's the metaverse, bro.
Yeah.
Damn near.
That's crazy.
Absolutely.
Social credits and all that shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that shit. Yeah.
bro.
My-
That shit's real as fuck.
Yeah, like I said, my takeaway from the metaverse is I did also hear a couple weeks ago they hit a snag in the popularity of the metaverse, so they like slowed production on a lot of stuff. But I know as far as I keep seeing it like come to be in the forefront of the media, the goal is really just to create a whole nother universe where you just can detach from reality, but that can be your reality if you want it to be.
Yeah, and
So-
that's what they want people to be completely detached from reality.
You gotta talk to
I
them,
feel
Mike.
like.
They probably can't hear
I
you.
feel like I feel like that's the main goal is to detach people from reality.
Yeah.
Because shit's already bonkers right now. People are already in a dystopia mindset where they tell people you can be anything you want to be. You can be anything.
Facts.
But without guidance, niggas are just out here being shit that they shouldn't
Facts.
be, bro. Like
Absolutely.
it's
Yeah,
a
freedom is
it's
a crazy concept.
free
You
will.
don't think anybody should be able to do anything?
You can be
I
no
already said that.
like
Just in the
that's not what I'm
it's just
saying.
the internet though.
But like it's when it's used the wrong way,
As
it's
I
very
said,
poisoning.
Everything has a restriction level.
I
Everything.
understand.
So, no, I agree with that. I think they're basically allowing people to be,
Mhm.
like you said.
No,
you might
Chris
be able
Rock
to-
said something mad crazy. He said parents need to stop telling their kids they special. Like for and
Every
like
kid not special.
like because
That's
when you
sad.
have this special kid walking up to, he was like kid walking up to me calling me Chris. nigga. Like I'm Mr. Rock to you, bro. Like you're a little ass kid. Like why are you talking to me like that?
They gotta distinguish the special,
like
special
for real,
means.
like because when you're telling a kid you're this and you're not, you're filling this kid up. Like some kids get gassed, like good
just
and
like bitches.
good, bro. Everyone, literally.
Girls get gassed too much, but I feel what you're saying. Some
But
girls.
girls get gassed by lame niggas.
Yeah.
And then these
And
lame
niggas don't get gassed by nobody though. That's why I understand they gassing bitches.
You know?
Cause if you a lame nigga, you're not getting gassed by nobody. You just a lame nigga, bro. Girls
You would know.
Lame girl. I wouldn't know. Not no more. You know?
No, we all had our phases.
We all had our phases.
He said, not
Exactly.
me. Not me.
This nigga used to look like a fucking guppy when we were like 15. Yeah, bro. You look little when we were
You
young.
used to look like
you know
Leslie
that.
Johnson.
It don't matter. It don't matter. You look like Oscar the Fish. That's why you identify with Will Smith so much.
Yeah, you used to look like a newborn baby walrus.
Okay. All right.
Guys,
All
I was
right.
gonna get slapped.
Not
Yeah, you
me.
can talk about me. I'm gonna slap you. Ain't that what you said?
Well, you said that was an appropriate reaction from Will
Yes,
Smith.
it was.
Oh, now was this from Will Smith?
You know, you made me forget what I was talking about.
You was talking
What was we
about,
talking
gassing.
Gassing
Oh
people.
yeah, you just said. I feel what you're saying in that though.
But like, you know, like,
gas them up.
I feel like we have to start being real with
Yeah,
ourselves and real with our
facts,
kids. We have to
facts.
start telling, like you just have to be honest, bro. Like, you know, it's so traumatizing how a lot of parents like move and like they don't even like kids. I feel like parents don't realize how traumatizing they are to their kids by
No,
just by the way they
absolutely.
move, not even by the things that they say, and like because we're watching them all the time and shit,
Right.
like and like
kids pick up on everything. All we got
Oh,
time to do is look
is
at shit.
watch
Is
and
watch
analyze.
it.
And I think the add-on to that is a lot of the time though, as we get older, you don't even realize some of the stuff that was
all of the
traumatic.
traumas that are going on
And
until
you like see it, or like you'll have a moment where with your parent
Mhm.
and they say something that goes back, you're like, man, when you used to do that, that wasn't really good.
Yeah, that wasn't good. Like
that wasn't really a positive.
yeah, bro. It's
Wow.
it's crazy. And I feel like all of that shit trickles down. That's what develops the victim mentality because people don't know how to get out of that. They've been so hurt for so long that that's all they know is that.
Bingo. And on top of that, I'll even do you one better. That's why people need the metaverse to have an alternate reality to live from what really happened. So
we can stop being precious in real life and be Beyonce in the metaverse, right?
For like no,
Basically, though.
people want
You're not
to
wrong.
feel
I just
that.
wouldn't
People want
have
to
said
feel
that,
that,
but
bro.
yeah.
People
Wow.
want to feel that.
That's wild. Especially the
That's why
kids.
we
who
have a podcast.
Feel bad for the kids who are gonna grow into that shit though.
And we all do in a sense.
I
though.
like seeing it from where we saw. I really feel. I was telling my girl the other day, bro. Like, I feel like we are in the perfect time. Like I saw a tweet. It's like talking about the weed pen. It's like out of all the years in the world, like
You got a weed pen. I can smoke it.
you got a weed pen, but like you think about it deeper than that. Like, bro, we have the ability to like I said, like look at technology and what it's done to the world. Like our parents and grandparents, they're seeing it, but it's like, it's getting towards the end.
it's more so the era we was born in.
We was born in and seeing it from the out. We're not consumed by it. We got nieces and nephews.
We're right in the
they're
middle.
consumed
Yeah.
by it, bro.
We got to be right in the
born
middle.
in the golden age. I swear to God, we
Literally,
were born in the
We're
middle
the pioneers.
of tradition
We're the
and the future.
pioneers.
Not
of
even
this
the
shit,
pioneers,
really.
I would say,
I would
because we
say-
didn't create, like our
Okay.
generation didn't create
That's
it.
not- okay.
We literally just live in the perfect moment. Like
Yeah.
we got to see it be developed and be a little like, okay,
Bro,
but learn it and then got to see, okay, this is when it goes too far. Like you said, our
Yeah.
nieces and nephews.
Literally.
Like my little cousin, he literally
I feel-
watches YouTube all day and plays Fortnite and plays on his tablet. And that's
Yeah.
what he that's what he
and
wanted
to be
do.
born in the 90s, like I was born in 93. Like
Yeah.
I was literally in the
Yeah.
era of like I knew what the past was, I knew what tradition was,
Right.
I knew how shit came about to what, and then I got to watch shit change.
Exactly.
I said,
You know
we
what
was
I'm
born
saying?
in 96, so a little, but we still got that. We've
Yeah,
never,
real.
like, when people be talking about like 96, 97, I really feel like that, like, not like we really, like, I could form memories and shit from
Yeah.
before it hit the new millennium and shit like that. You know what
I
I'm
feel like
saying?
97 a cutoff.
Yeah,
I
it
feel
is a
like
cutoff.
I feel like if you
98
was
and
born in
all.
98, you closer to a 2000
You a
baby.
2000 baby, yeah.
for sure.
You gotta take that one on
Because
the
like
chin.
your first conscious thoughts are probably in 2000.
Yeah,
at that point.
exactly.
Yeah.
I can remember stuff from literally when I was maybe 3 or 4 in the
Yeah,
90s.
type shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can remember stuff for real.
So
So
like, it's just like when they say what was it? I think our grandparents, the racist ass motherfuckers, the great generation, the greatest generation. I honestly think, I'm not saying we're the greatest generation. I think our kids will be the greatest generation because I
Yeah.
feel like maybe everybody says it. I
don't
just
know.
really feel like our generation is the most impartial generation that there's ever ever been because we've seen everything crumble. Our grandparents and shit, they saw the boom from the 50s and
We're
everything
gonna be the most
like that.
understanding
We're gonna be the
generation.
most real, bro.
I would
We're
say
gonna be
that's
the
what
most
it is.
understanding.
We're the most
real.
understanding
And we're gonna
because
teach our kids like our kids not gonna be dependent on all
The-
that
the
shit. 'Cause
greatest-
we're gonna make sure they're not. I would like to hope. You know what I'm
the
saying?
debate for greatest generation is going to be one that's probably we ain't.
Solve
I don't
world
want to say. I don't
hunger.
ever want to say greatest generation
Because
because that
it's
means
not-
it
yeah,
peaked. That means
yeah.
we peaked and we went
Yeah.
down.
Yeah, and on top of that, because that's also subjective to a sense. Because to me, the greatest generation was the people who outlived slavery. Because I wouldn't have did it. I would have got killed. I would have
Them
got
niggas is
killed
great. Them niggas
trying to
is
escape.
athletes.
You might have not got killed.
No, I would have got killed, or I would have
Some
made
niggas
it.
could have got out. Yeah, that's
Either- I'm saying-
So you would have been a house
nigga.
nigga?
No, I said
No, he would have been. Look at his
Oh, I'm
skin.
light skinned, so maybe
Yeah, he
said,
would've
come on,
been.
my parents are black, so I don't
That's
know what
why
they would have did.
Django wasn't really like that. That nigga was ass kissing. That black ass nigga was ass kissing in
When he
Django.
was
to
on
begin with.
Samuel
really
L?
a butler.
Samuel
Yeah.
Jackson? Yeah, bro.
he
That
was a
shit was
butler.
wild.
But like the reason I say that to like connect it to the topic because the greatest generation, that's a little hard because is it your willpower, how successful you were?
It's probably that. That's what America gauges because like the greatest generation was around the 50s.
What America gauges on
Right.
ain't always the best
I
analyst.
feel you, but
So I would say they was the strongest
historically,
because I was
they've
either
always
gonna
been in the
not be a
greatest.
slave or die.
They've
So-
always been in the best position historically, except when they were first starting.
Yeah.
I say United States. That's why they're super. That's why we're a superpower. So.
But being most successful doesn't mean you're the best analyst. Like we know America
feel
did a
you.
lot of what Trump say.
everybody gotta be
Our leaders
evil.
kill people too. Look it up.
Everybody gotta be evil.
Yeah, man. But yeah, the metaverse is somewhere you could go to escape that and make it whatever you want. So
Yeah.
in conclusion on that, then now it's time for go ahead.
We gonna get on our next topic. I just want to change the batteries to the shit. Just so it's on one bar. So
All right, go ahead.
yeah, we back. We just had to switch the batteries up real quick.
We're back again, man.
It ain't died though this time. At least we was being proactive.
Yeah, I would say we was preemptive today. But it's time for our final topic, the tone topic, if you will, because it involves sex. So if you had to guess.
Why are you? First question. We were just talking about exploring sexuality. Why are you afraid of talking about
I'm
sex
not afraid, but
openly
why
and
is that all
publicly?
you think about?
Because that's something that's human function. It's human nature, bro.
This
It's
is
something that needs to be
sex.
talked about,
It's always
bro.
on the top of your brain, though.
It's something that needs to be talked about, bro. Without sex, none of us would be here.
You're
right.
to the tits. I'ma make the leg shake. Yeah, bro, sex.
Yeah, make her legs shake, sex type
I
shit.
was letting you go.
Like people just have like such closed mindedness about sex. I feel like I understand it's a personal thing, but like at the same time, like everybody shits. Not everybody fucks, but damn near everybody fucks. You know what I'm saying? Like
We all fuck.
we all fuck because everybody's here. So
totally fuck.
somebody near us has been fucking. No matter how much you want to think about it, your mom has fucked your dad. You know what I'm saying? No matter how much you don't want to think
ain't
about
gotta
that
take
shit,
it
bro.
there, though.
But it's true though.
There's a difference between. I get what you're saying. I agree, but there's a difference between thinking about that and having to publicize it.
You don't gotta think about it, or you don't gotta publicize it or nothing. But just like when people say like niggas say like sex ain't come on, like I don't you know, when my mom watching a movie and shit, I can't even whoop whoop whoop, nigga. I'll just sit there and watch it, just like shit.
Will watch it too at my age now, but it's still a little weird.
Nah, man, that shit
Like
not
watching
weird.
a sex scene with your parents.
Yeah, that shit not weird, bro.
Yeah, I'm not about to do that with my mom or dad.
That's a little weird, bro.
That shit not weird, bro. It's part of the show.
I mean, but
I'll
yeah,
do it.
if I'm watching a show, I'm like, I'm
I'm
not.
not saying, I'm not just saying turn on porno. I'm not doing
it's
that
your,
with
it's
my
your
mom.
maturity level,
Hope
man.
not.
Like if you can't watch a fucking,
Yeah, if you can't watch it, but
can't watch Halle Berry get pounded out
And
for like
Monsters
Monsters, bro.
Ball.
You know what I'm saying?
Why is that
with
always
your
the
dad?
same?
If you can't watch that with your dad, like
Oh, that's different.
Come
I
on,
think
dude.
it's more so my mom. My dad, he was like, all right.
you can't watch that with your mom.
Yeah, I can, but it's a little weird.
I used to watch Sex in the City with my mom.
I said I've seen sex scenes in movies with my mom. Like me and my mom used to go to movies all the time when I was younger, and I'm a black kid, so
We
we
used
was
to watch
seeing Ray
Flavor of
Garden
Love
movies.
with my mom.
My mom ain't like
They
that.
weren't having sex on there though.
Damn near.
It was
Like
freaky.
they was,
It
but
was
it was
freaky.
freaky.
My
It was
cousin was on
freaky.
that shit.
What?
Yeah.
What's-
Rabbit.
I don't
Oh,
remember
that's
Rabbit.
your cousin.
I don't
Yeah.
remember Rabbit.
Rabbit.
She went to East Kentwood.
I don't remember her.
She's dead.
She was like the third from last girl to leave.
That's your like
Flavor. That me and her have the same grandfather.
For like in what like the New York season or like what was it like?
No,
the
she
latest
was the
season?
first season of Flavor of
Oh
Love.
wow, I don't remember her though. That's crazy. Grand Rapids had a lot of.
You do got a real crazy
It's
life.
it's bro
like
the
wild life.
pedigree, bro. I'm Triple H out here, man.
That's crazy.
For real.
So it's like you said, you be fucking and shit like that. Like
I'll be fucking my girl. Me and my girl be making love. I be doing Avant shit to her, man. I be Jaheim on my girl, man. I put her first. You know what I'm saying? Everything me and my girl do, it's X rated.
Well, he's
Triple X rated, you know what I'm saying? I get behind that thing and I do what I do.
How you learn how to have sex?
I learned how to have sex because of watching Boys in the Hood. I heard Trey say, first you get a girl, you put your thing in her, and 9 months later she have a baby. You feel me? So I just thought, shit, as easy as pie.
So you just
put your thing in her. You feel me?
So you just stuck that motherfucker in there and just sat there like...
Put my thing in her, did my thing.
I think he's asking you,
Like,
have you ever...
How did I did it?
yeah, how did you did it?
How'd you did it? I think he's asking you more so.
Like,
did you? I think I got
yeah,
you.
go ahead,
I think he asked you. Did you learn from pornography or did you?
Oh
just...
yeah, nigga. Also, like, look, when I was a shorty, this fucked my whole life up. I walked in on my brother, right, and this nigga was like looking at porn, and then he tried to like get away from there and shit. So
What's
like,
that?
and I seen a titty. I was like, oh shit, what is that?
What's that?
So it just inspired me to like,
go look at titties.
look at titties and shit and see what the lifestyle's about. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? 5, 6 girls later, you know what I'm saying? I'm hooked.
I'm hooked.
I never. So it's funny. The first time I seen porn, I never knew what to do.
Right.
And then when I was like 11, it's the first time I beat my shit. Right? Crazy.
I think that's wild. It's kind of coincides with my shit, my timeline.
Bro, I was watching the HBO erotica. I'll never forget.
Real sex?
Yeah, bro. It was going down. And I was like, what would happen if I, you know what I'm saying? So I did it. And I didn't bust. But you know what I'm saying? I was like,
bro, oh my God.
it was crazy, bro.
That
It
is
was
the
wild.
wildest
But look,
sensation ever.
and it's like this, man. As a man, do what you do. You feel
Do
me?
what you do.
How'd you learn? Because that was
Shit, about the same. Like I said, about the same exact way, bro. Like the first porno I ever seen, bro. I think I don't know if at this point looking back at it, because you got like parodies and shit now. It was like a doggy style one, so I don't think it was Snoop Dogg. Actually, it might have been Snoop Dogg. I think I heard Snoop Dogg had a
magazines
porno.
and shit.
Yeah, bro. My uncle used to live with one of my uncles used to live with us, and he had porn, easy access though, type shit, bro. Just like big booty black bitches, bro. Just like in my fucking face, dude. And it was like doggy style. You know what I'm talking about? Like the album. And I don't know if it was a parody or nothing, but the nigga looked like Snoop Dogg to me when I was younger. So I'm like, damn, that's Snoop Dogg right there, like that. And so I was watching that shit, bro. That was the first time I ever seen porn. And then like we grew up into the era of the internet, saw internet porn, for the first time and shit like that. And then like bro said, one day you like 11, 12 years old, you like, man, let me see what's going on. Cause they be stroking they shit in a porno. You know what I'm saying? Let me see what that shit feel like. So you just watching the shit and then you just stroking it and then you like, oh, this feel good. And like I didn't bust neither. And it's just a wild sensation, bro. Like when you don't bust or nothing, cause then like you like, what the fuck was that? That felt good. I'm gonna keep doing that. You know what I'm saying? And then it's really wild when you start busting for the first time. The first time I nutted, I was
That shit was so crazy.
it was
the
so
first time.
traumatizing.
Like,
Sex is actually kind of traumatizing because like you're like, what the fuck is that shit? Ew, did I piss? That's not pee. That's not pee.
I learned how to have sex.
From Alexis, Texas, watching Alexis, Texas.
Nah,
I'm just playing.
I was listening to Marcus Houston.
You was listening to fucking Naked?
Sex with you is like, you know what I'm saying? So like, I imagine what it would be like with a girl. You know what I'm saying? A nice young girl.
Starts out misconceptions too. For like, no homo. Like you're not supposed to be doing like all that porn shit and everything is not like amazing to do like to girls. They don't really like all that shit.
Yeah, you're not finna just ram a bitch for like some bitches like getting pounded
like that,
out,
bro.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But you really gotta set the table before you start eating the dinner,
For sure.
And
foreplay is a real thing. You don't see much of that in porn. It's much more, it's for the guy, They get their dick sucked for 15 minutes, 10 minutes or whatever.
Don't be the hype. Porn's not healthy, man.
Exactly, it's
Porn's
not.
terrible.
It is. And then for the fact also like it can make some niggas probably feel bad about themselves because like porn dicks is like fucking 12 inches, 13 inches and shit like that. The normal size is 5 for some. The normal size is like 5 for most niggas, bro. And that's what they say. It's sad. It's crazy. It's 6 actually. In America, it's 6. I think. I can't know nothing about it, but that shit sickening. Little niggas watch porn all day, every day. You know what I'm saying? Some niggas might really feel like damn, my shit not like that. That's a shitty day for a nigga, probably, ain't it?
Don't ask me, bitch.
I'm just saying, probably, ain't it?
I don't know either.
You see, like,
And then that's what niggas do. That's what niggas think, you know, girls like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, porn's bad, like in a, and I don't feel like I went to Catholic school, like when we was learning about all that shit. Most of y'all niggas saw the movie. I never saw the movie, bro. Yeah. I was learned about chastity and shit like that, bro. It was our sex ed at Catholic school, bro.
Yeah, for real. That shit really desensitizes a motherfucker. Like, people will really just say whatever to a girl and think that shit's fly, or like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and girls don't like that shit.
Like we said,
open or lotus.
Media personalities. Some people getting their personality from Pornhub.
For real.
Yeah, that's wild.
It's an addictive thing. People are addicted to that shit.
Like,
people
you think
ruin their
niggas
lives.
like
Terry
you puking
Crews,
on
man.
their dick?
You want to know why Terry Crews is so weird?
Because
of porn.
He's a porn addict, bro.
Kirk Franklin a porn addict
Franklin
too.
is a porn addict.
Was past tense.
But that nigga stomped that shit out, right?
Yeah. Kirk Franklin don't do that no more, but he was for sure. I get so I had my one. I had my 2 cents.
He said, "If you think pornography is going too far,
let's talk about."
That's really close to blasphemy.
No.
Anyways, I had my 2 cents. So,
bang, bro, so you with me? Oh yeah, we got it.
Naughty America. Let's get naughty. Hey.
Wow. Not doing that. Not a part of that.
No Kirk Franklin slandering for your part.
Hey, shout out to there's a girl named Zoe Sin. She just started doing porn. Sorry,
he sideways.
I used to sell drugs to her.
He got more sideways each time I look at him. It went this way.
You telling on here, so I like.
Go ahead, tell.
No, he already told. He don't repeat it. They heard you.
It was just carts. It was just weed.
Oh, okay. Talking about selling drugs. Nigga.
I just try to sound cool. Try to get
my 2 cents.
I'll
add about I guess the moment I was like really like, oh man, this sex shit is crazy. I guess I knew I'd seen like a Playboy before, and like obviously knew what porn was. My cousin, it maybe had been out for maybe 2 days at this point. And my older cousin was like, they used to stay with me when we lived in Wyoming. And it was just me and him at the crib that day. I just got home from school and like our parents was at work type. Mm-hmm. And we was I was just chilling playing the game. He was like, hey, you want to see some cuz? I'm like, yeah, I'll come down. So I go down to the basement. He like, look at this. He got the whole Kim Kardashian tape.
The whole tape.
Like I said, it ain't been out for 2 days maybe.
He got
at this
the
point.
whole bitch HD.
The whole tape. He like, look at this. And like at this point, like I said, I'm younger. When the tape came out, I think the tape came out in like 2005 maybe. I don't even know. We were young. I was young, and he like he put it on. So I'm watching it like, and like I said, I didn't know what a Playboy was at that point. Knew what porn was, but like this was real. This was Kim Kardashian.
Man, she was getting beat.
So I'm watching that, and the first thing that he got on is the next scene. So I'm watching that like. Whoa.
She be sucking his thing?
I'm like, in my head, like, she's really putting her mouth
on a penis. Yeah, I remember the first one. But that's why Ray J's that nigga, bro.
Like I said, I know what Playboy was.
Shout out to Ray J, man.
But Playboy wasn't, it
was just stills.
Yeah, so I like,
video. You seeing it.
But I'm really watching video action, and I'm
like
and he see me being mind blown. So he like, what you think, cuz? I'm... Man.
And
that's what I said.
Wow.
Man. And I remember like, after he had showed it to me, I went to my room and thought the whole rest of the night, like, that's what it is.
Yeah.
And I had never really, thought about sexual intercourse on the level besides, like Playboy.
As a kid, I used to hump shit as a kid. I used to like,
you never fucked your pillow, bro.
I was a humper as a kid. I used to love titties and I used to like hump shit. I used to.
Me too, bro.
I would purposely try to grab titties as a kid. Sorry, I hit the mic, but titties were my thing.
Yeah, I like.
I love titties,
but I was always
titty milk.
Sometimes you get get horny when you're a kid, bro.
I'm not saying you don't, but I wasn't humping pillows.
To the pillow, shit.
Yeah, bro. I feel that.
I always knew I was ready to be freaky.
Like when dogs do that shit, bro. It's just instinct. Time. It's just animal instinct, just to hump something, bro. Mm-hmm. That's all, bro, for sure. And then, but like when you start having sex, it's wild because then you find out like what you don't like and shit like that. But it gets to a certain point in time where like you can see who had the experience like in exploring their sexuality and like took the time to learn and everything. because like bad blowjobs at this stage in life
Wow.
is pretty stupid. You should,
I had the craziest blowjob experience.
yeah, you shouldn't be giving bad blowjobs after the age.
Razor bladed my shit with her teeth, dude.
That's
I was.
sad. Some
and then
girls
I-
think niggas like, cause some niggas like I've seen niggas like bite my shit, like pussy. Like I've
What?
heard, like bro, that shit's
there's-
wild,
bro,
bro. It's weird niggas out
my
there.
homegirls I got some homegirls that are strippers, and like the trick stories they tell me, bro, is fucking wild.
Niggas like
Niggas getting their nuts
BDSM type
stomped on
shit.
and
Oh
shit,
my
bro.
God. Yeah, I've heard of that.
Like what?
BDSM, bro. It's wild
You're
shit.
wildin', bro.
It's wild shit. Them niggas had most of them niggas though, like sexuality. A lot of that shit could be hindered and stunted because of like your past experiences as a child. Though I think a lot of them niggas who like that shit might have been hurt as children. We should help.
Stomp on my nuts. Like, what are you talking about? What?
That's wild. That's
Just
wild
bang them
as fuck.
shits
You feel me
With
though?
an iron bat.
No.
You don't think at a certain age you should be like not giving bad. You should not be receiving, or a girl should not be giving,
I feel like
or,
if- if
bad
a-
blowjobs. It should not be a thing after the age of like 25.
A
probably.
woman, no, a
not
girl.
even age of like 20,
Exactly.
2.
You know,
22.
I think
forbid. I'm out the game. I'm not even in the game no more.
I
You know what
I
I'm saying?
understand
My
what you're
jerseys-
saying, but it's all up to. It's more so up to the girl's discretion and sexual experience.
That's
It's
what
not
I'm
really.
saying.
But there's some
You can
girls.
tell.
But there's some girls who they dealing with dudes maybe that didn't tell them that it wasn't good. So that's where they keep ending up.
That's like, yeah.
I wouldn't let that happen.
Yeah, you can't let it happen.
I wouldn't let that
Maybe
happen.
us three wouldn't, but there's somebody who would.
So it's just a nigga just sitting there like, this shit is ass.
Girls do. Hey, no, girls do be fucking with burgers. Girls do be fucking with hamburgers.
Because they don't get a lot, so it's like, I'm just
You
enjoy
know?
it. This shit is mid as fuck, less than mid. That's wild.
See what happens when you think through
Little girls.
think through things.
Girls say, how you feel about girls saying cock?
Okay, well, all right. Is
How
it
you-
time for is this topic over yet?
That don't
Jeez.
hurt you. You don't like, I don't like that.
I've never been a part of that, Tom.
You would like it. That's something you found. That's a porn shit. That's what girls watch too much porn.
I'm telling you, I've never been.
They start saying the C
I ain't
word.
never been intertwined in that.
That's wild.
You have?
No.
Did you guys ever
I
wear
don't know.
like bod cologne? Y'all niggas look like y'all used to wear bod.
Maybe not. Wait,
What does that mean?
I used to wear bod
I
cologne.
used to wear Axe. If that's what you're
Damn,
saying.
y'all niggas is out
I ain't
here.
used to wear bod though. Commercials.
I wear Axe.
Commercials almost got me a couple times though. I want your bod. I was thinking, I went to Girls Christian Middle School, so that sounded like something that maybe that you should be on.
Yeah.
But I wasn't. I had Axe.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, that's the conclusion of our
Polo
exploring.
number 2.
Okay, he apparently had that his whole life. He never had an Axe phase.
I wear Axe.
I was gonna say, I know some.
I
know
used to
you-
use Axe as wave grease. It used to be like actually pretty good wave grease.
What?
I'm telling you.
Axe was good wave grease?
For some shit. I forget which one it was. They had different colors and shit.
You ever do that shit? I only use 360
They had-
styles, nigga.
They had different
the
shit.
blue can. Or Murray's.
They had different ones. Murray's I could
You as a black man use Axe as wave grease.
once.
360.
But my shit was
Wave,
busting.
nigga.
I was at my white boy shit and we was going, where was we going? He was going to his birthday party or something, no. And I had to brush my hair, but I didn't have my wave grease. And he had some Axe. You remember when Axe started to make the hair gel and shit?
Nah, bro.
No, they used to make hair product, bro. And I put that shit in my head, bro. My shit was straight that day too.
Why would you do that when we
straight
had
as fuck.
Murray's and
I
360?
was at my white boy house and I didn't bring my shit. I just had my brush. I didn't bring the wave grease.
Take the L.
But I don't like, no, I can't
I
take
had
that.
I had a burger of the week, and I might gotta change it because this story
Yeah,
is
whatever.
wild.
Who was your burger of the week, Ari?
Yeah, let's slide into it, man. It's time for the burger of the week. He watches. He knows. He gets it. He gets it. Yeah, my burger of the week is Ari because, like I said, in all seriousness, the point that you're making that child endangerment is serious, I agree. But that's not what happened here. And I think you guys honestly need to go to therapy. I really think you need to talk to somebody because you have a lot of deep-rooted anger in you. And it's something you haven't sorted out because your takes and opinions on things that have nothing to do with you is just all, they just show that you got that perspective on life. So
like, okay.
huh? Okay. Yeah, you my burger of the week because it's been a long time you've been on these antics. And I will say, if I'm being completely honest, you have gotten better. You ain't did it as much, but you still doing it. So
She got a nigga in her life finally.
she had boyfriends before. She dated
Not
Javante
like-
Davis.
Who?
Javante Davis before this.
Yeah, Moneybag got more money than him. I don't think so.
I don't know. That has an impact on her not doing that.
Her probably, yeah.
They probably both rich as hell.
Yeah, both is. But my burger of the week is it's gonna be Will Smith. Just because your actions has consequences, my guy. And you was defending your wife, like I said, there was different ways you could take it. But now niggas who is like fans of some of the movies that you do is suffering. Like niggas wanted to see Bad Boys 4, and you bullshitting, bro, because you wanted to slap a nigga over a G.I. Jane joke. It's fucking stupid. You gotta pick and choose. You gotta be smart, bro. You can't be like that emotionally fragile, bro, to get frazzled. You can't be that emotionally frail to get frazzled by what a fucking 5'9" comedian says who weighs 140 pounds, bro, and then smack him and walk away. If he was a real nigga and smacked him and just stared at him, that's different. Because he was on that. Like, you own that. You smacked him and walked away. Come on, man. You just got to deal with that, bro. I don't know, man. You bringing people is talking about your wife. You talking about keep your wife's name out your mouth. Is you just talking about Chris Rock? Because now everybody's talking about your wife.
Had to slap the whole world.
You got to slap everybody now, Mr. Ali. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know, bro. Just for that, you my burger of the week. Because, like, you resigned from the fucking academy because they probably was going to kick you out. And talk about that. He ended up resigning from the academy because you... No, bro.
I won't speak on anything else you said, but I think he resigned from the academy because he just was tired of hearing about it. He just made the decision for him. I don't think it had anything to do.
They probably was gonna kick him out anyways. He probably got more inside tip or something, bro.
Maybe
it's not looking
because
good.
Whoopi Goldberg, who's also sits on the board, said he's not getting his Oscar taken away. So
okay, that's different. Getting your Oscar taken away. She probably told that nigga you're not getting your shit taken away, but
you might be right.
Probably gonna suspend you or expel you.
I think it was more so like, man, I'm just tired of hearing about it because we've been like you said, it's a dead horse. We keep talking about it like it's been a week and I feel like we talked about this the whole year.
But regardless, though, like. You know, like that shit's sad, bro. You won your first Oscar and now it's this. You a burger for that, bro. You made your bed, you gotta lie in it.
I think you strapped your nuts on Will Smith, but that's my take. Go ahead.
You got a burger?
My burger of the week is Fabulous. FABO.
What do you do?
If he do your burger of the week for what I think it is, what do you think? Well, go ahead.
Fabulous is, ever since Ray J ended that nigga career like 10 years ago, this nigga...
I knew it.
I ain't gonna say that. Summertime Shootout was less than 10 years ago, and that shit was hard.
You talking about the Breakfast Club interview?
Nigga, I cannot quote one Fabulous line right now besides... What did he say?
Son, you drive this car like a... My son said you drive this car like a go-kart. Or what did he say? I don't even know what that nigga said.
I can't even explain it. I'm so into you now. Like, that nigga is a burger, bro.
I'd be dressing.
No, you don't, bro. Fab is a... Oh my God, I hate his outfits. Oh my God.
I think he's
probably a good person. Don't get me wrong. But
so is it for like why is he your burger of the week?
Because somebody needed to get it and it's Fabulous.
What he do?
It's the Breakfast Club interview when Ray J
it's not even
when it came back, it came back. Oh,
because it circulated because he had something to say about the Will Smith.
He probably did have something to say about Will Smith too, but that's why he's a burger.
What they said, I thought you were talking about, they said that, who said, fall back, what's Shorty name? That asked Fab, did Shorty fight back?
I don't know Shorty's name. It was a random Twitter person.
What? No, bro, they said...
It was a quoted tweet. Somebody commented on the tweet that he had about the whole slap, and they said, did Shorty fight back? It was a random Twitter person, so
asking him.
No, they was asking if the girl, like, did he get in trouble for some shit with a girl? And they said, didn't she fight back? Did she fight back? Because then
it's
Fab
his wife.
Get in trouble. What's her name?
Emily.
Okay, that's what I thought it was. Emily.
He be beating up women.
Because they said that Emily fight back. Bitch, that's what I was asking you. Who was the girl?
I thought you guys on the Twitter. I didn't know you didn't know who Fabulous' wife was.
Yeah, they said that Emily fight back. And that shit kind of, everybody was catching straight from this Will Smith shit. That's why I just got to be deadly, because
I told you sometimes okay just not say nothing.
Zoe Kravitz lost a lot of fans.
You're my burger of the week too.
You got a double patty.
So I saw Batman.
Double
it was
cheeseburger.
Pretty good, but it wasn't good enough for you to be on that. So,
damn, Batman was fire.
Batman was good. Wasn't good enough for you to be on that.
I saw a thing that said Robert Pattinson not coming back, but it was on April Fool's, so I don't know how much to believe that right now.
Probably shouldn't then.
That's tough. It was a great movie. He better Batman than Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
But-
Yeah. All right. Our videographer looking at it like he want to flip the table over. So
I don't give a fuck.
I do. I care. So
We're sorry.
this is a wonderful
I'm sorry.
episode. We got into don't be sorry. It was a good conversation, man. It was literally fire. So
Burger ass nigga,
DJ
fabulous.
Dogfood, thank you again for being. Look, I didn't even know you had North Face gloves on here. To be
The whole
honest.
time.
The whole time. Look, flash them for him. And he got 2 vapes.
Nigga, 2 breezes
And he
for
can
no
rap.
reasons.
And he can rap.
And spin that shit.
Yeah, and he can do all that, man. He spin it too. He spin his own rap. But yeah, it's been a great episode. Thank you for tuning in as
Thanks, little
always.
bros.
We appreciate you, little brothers. Episode 13 of season 3
It's
is
in the
complete.
book.
I'm from Grand Rapids. We used to fist fight at King Park, nigga.
Oh
Nigga.
wow.
Niggas used to get maced at King Park. Peace out, little bro.
That's you next time, little bros. That's Sersky.
I don't give a fuck about a bitch or her fucking mama. Nigga, I'll come through and start the drama.
Yeah.
Nigga, ooh, nigga, I got a shit. I think I got a glizzy. I think